It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay, here we go. You can be mean to me, mean as you want to be. Just say anything that you like. You can be nasty and catty and cruel and unusual. Twist my nose with your fingers, trip me while I carry liquids. But as you pin me down, my arms down on the ground, as your spit drips into my face. Deep in the back of your mind, remember at some point you'll have to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And when you fall asleep, into your room I'll creep. Did something move in the dark neath your bed? And then a voice you hear calling out loud and clear, a voice that is your own, a voice that's saying, ah! There are things that one can do with Bengay, Nair, and super glue. A package of indelible dye. Why would a guy such as I ever buy indelible dye? Blue as the sky. Don't ask me why. This catalog I found sells roaches by the pound. Millipedes, centipedes too. They say the meek shall inherit because they stay up late and change the will. And when you fall asleep, into your room I'll creep. Did something move in the dark neath your bed? And then a voice you hear, it's calling loud and clear. A voice that is your own, a voice that's saying, ah! That's all I have.
I love that. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's a party. You're invited.
That's right. You caught us. We're partying. We have a secret agent in the studio this morning. We'll have more on that in a moment.
In quiz form, I think.
That's right. Oh, okay. You can do that. There's Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there at the performance room.
You got to go easy on yourself today, Pat. I know you got two big gigs this weekend.
Yeah. Got his hands on his organ.
He's going to be joining us in West Virginia Friday morning, then a special gig Friday night, then Saturday night, Richmond. It'll be the Godwin Show on the 4th Floor Blues Club. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby's there. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
It's good to see everybody. Very excited about today's show. Special guests include Sam Miller, comedian, and Allie Breen, sometimes referred to as a sexpert, a word I don't care for.
Never referred to as a sexpert other than you, I don't
No, I think it says that on our sheet, doesn't it? Allie Breen.
Oh, the sheet?
Sexpert. What does it say?
It says comedian.
Relationship expert is what...
That's a typo. It'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. If you've never heard that segment, please stick around. It's well worth it. We try to help people with their love lives that are very complicated, and we try to give them sound advice. It hasn't happened yet, but we've been doing it for a few years. One of these days, we'll get it right. Now, we do have...
Jess walked into the studio, and it just fell out of my mouth. You know how stuff goes into my brain.
Are we going to do this quiz for him?
And it doesn't leave, but yes, go right ahead.
Now, do you want to do it who is, or do you want to...
This is yours now. You've taken it away. Go ahead.
You can have it.
No, I don't. No, it's too late.
Okay,
the ship is sailing.
Now, do you want to... Who should we ask? Is this an ace question?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Although he might have heard me, so he might already be on board, so I don't know.
Oh, did you hear Mr. McGee discussing... No, okay, he did not. Okay. Now, when Ms. Jess Hooker walked in this morning, we hadn't seen her all morning. She just walked in. And, Chick, you referred to her as...
April Dancer.
April Dancer. Now, what is that a reference to, Ace Cosby?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Anyone? Class? Anyone?
No.
She's got a turtleneck on, and April Dancer was Stephanie Powers, the girl from Uncle.
Oh.
Also on it kind of the same time as the man from Uncle was on.
Yes, that's a compliment. Stephanie,
I don't even remember that.
Stephanie
What year
Powers.
is this?
Oh, mid-60s?
Late 60s. It was on after The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It was a spinoff that didn't do very well. But,
you know, they kind of run out of ideas.
Kind of like the Bionic Woman.
Yeah, the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman, yeah. I didn't have that. Do you have that toy, the Bionic Man? Anybody?
No.
Did you?
My grandparents did, yeah. Is that the thing that was kind of invisible and you could take the organs out and stuff?
No, that was Invisible.
No, that's Visible Man, a Visible Girl.
Oh, then I didn't know.
You know, there's some guy
What was Bionic Man?
There's some
didn't remember?
guy that probably got somehow.
Well, you're probably.
You know what I'm talking about? You get that thing where you see a certain thing, and for the rest of your life, that's your turn on.
Oh,
Yeah, some guy that-
detaching your penis? Is that where you're
No,
going with this?
no. I'm just saying it.
I think they could do that on the Bionic Man. It wasn't covered on any of the episodes.
He had legs.
He had fake legs, fake arms,
Eye.
and an eye. And the toy was a little 12-inch doll, and you could look through the back of his head. Much
that thing.
Much like Kennedy, and look out his eyeball, and you could see how he saw through his electronic. We can build him better. He was almost killed in a rocket crash, and they made him. He was an astronaut.
I mean, with inflation,
Steve Austin.
With inflation, the $6 million man. I mean, the $6 million wouldn't get you a finger.
Yeah.
So the $6 million man and the Bionic Man were the same?
Yes, same guy.
Yeah. And then, but I was thinking of you mentioned that plastic thing where you could see the organs.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
even a TV show.
No, that was not really a toy. It was a very useful tool. You
Like
could
for
look at.
anatomy.
Yes, an anatomical.
I don't think it was anything but a toy. I don't think doctors studied anatomy with
I guarantee there's a physician listening right now.
taking the organs out of this toy.
That was the first time. Oh, this is interesting. The human body and
If I remember right, you could see the blood veins.
Yeah,
Would
they were printed on the
Yeah.
exoskeleton.
You would feel comfortable a doctor hovering over you going, well, this doesn't look like the doll I worked on last night. I can
These
tell you
organs
that.
are much larger.
These are much larger.
And slippery.
And
Ew.
boy, it's really messy.
all I know is that in the back room here, I'll tell you, Ms. Hooker, there is a bathroom in the engineering wing.
We're
referred
not
to as
supposed to talk about it.
okay, the men's club. I have nothing to do with it.
Did
But
you hear him not talk about it by saying the men's club?
I saw a magazine in there, and I showed it to a visiting physician, and it was a woman doing kind of a impression of an eagle, and
An eagle?
a spread eagle, and he said, whatever that is, I've never seen that before. So I don't know, it looked like steakums. My point is, I'm wondering if anyone ever got imprinted in terms of their sexual desire.
Sure.
Looking at
Why
that
not?
anatomical
Oh, heck yeah.
thing would be very weird.
And you know, the fun part is you never know what's imprinted until you know later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, something. I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the psychiatrist says, what happened to this guy? Well, why is he dating a tree?
What happened with that foot there? Holy hell! Yeah.
We have a lot of interesting things coming up in the news today, including a number of, obviously, there are going to be a lot of these everywhere, eclipse stories, and a couple really good ones.
But I like the way you're approaching the eclipse. You're every time you mention it, you need to remind people that, yes, it indeed might be cloudy where you are, and you might miss the entire thing.
No.
That's your realist attitude.
You're putting words in my mouth.
That's what you've been doing since we started talking about the eclipse.
So far, the forecast for many places where it will be in totality is pretty good.
Okay.
Partly cloudy in many of those spots. Once again, it'll go to Texas.
He just did what you said he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he said he's saying it's too negative. I'm not saying it's going to be cloudy. I'm
But
just saying,
partly cloudy is more sunny.
yeah, it's more sun than clouds. So
Right.
it was-
Partly sunny is more clouds. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Haile Selassie is the former leader of Ethiopia.
Yeah.
He's his brother partly Selassie.
He's the only leader
Okay.
with an adverb for a first name. That's right.
There's a couple of eclipse stories this morning. One of them involves prison, and the other involves there's actually two of them. The other involves high quality, delightful food and the eclipse. I'm very excited about that one.
The prison one sounds, I don't even know the story, but I wonder if it's, hey, are we allowed to go out in the yard during the eclipse?
That's exactly the story.
it. Wow.
And there's a lawsuit already
Okay.
because, I don't know. But we'll get to all these exciting stories.
Wouldn't you be somewhat of a compassionate warden when you go, yeah, guys, go out and look at the eclipse?
Yeah, one would think, but
No,
that's
yeah.
not what's going to happen necessarily.
A shiv check beforehand.
Shiv check. Yeah.
Check those locks.
All
check
right,
those
shiv
locks.
check.
Leave all your shivs in the cell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, put down the license plates. You have to wonder. I mean, don't they still do? What did we find out? 10% of prisons or states still have prisons that make license plates.
I thought it was higher than that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I just would like to know what are the ones when nobody's looking. They make the fake vanity plates. You know they do that. What the hell? Why not? Have a little fun. You're in stir.
Why does this license plate say, bring me a file?
How many prisons are in the viewing eclipse area?
I'm sure quite a few. Well, I'll have to get some more numbers on this, but
Where do you think the file in the cake scam came from? Did that actually really happen?
20s and 30s.
Oh, I'm sure.
Remember?
And they got
Oh,
wide.
you're sure?
Yeah,
Somebody
sure.
brought baked a cake and put a file in it for their loved one. Is that that's your contention?
Absolutely. I'm not sure it was a file, perhaps some kind of a saw.
Okay.
Now, speaking of saws, we never got to this story yesterday. We promoted it. It's terrifying.
Oh,
if you've
yeah.
ever worked with power tools and you know that you've got to affix the blade of, say, a circular saw very carefully so it doesn't fly off. Well, imagine a very large circular saw blade flying across the street and almost hitting a guy.
Oh, man.
We've got that coming up this morning.
I did see that video, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. It would have, eviscerated. It would have been over for the guy.
I don't know how fast the blade was traveling, but it was over 40 miles an hour. I know that. Yeah.
And it was very sharp. But coming up today, we have ducks in the news. It's very exciting. Powerball news.
Do we have a winner?
No, it's
No.
over $1 billion.
Oh, we gotta buy
Today.
tickets. Yeah,
Got a drawing coming up.
gotta do it.
And we have a fascinating story about a computer that you can play games with it just by thinking. You don't touch anything, just using your brain.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
That's been happening.
Why don't we have a
thought
story?
that-
We have a
Oh,
story
Musky
about it.
Musk. His thing.
Yeah, that thing you don't like, artificial intelligence that you insist is Al. You're irritated by
No, I'm
AI.
irritated by the fact that they don't put periods in AI when if you use certain type settings, it looks like Al. It's irritating. We have that and many more stories coming up. Do you want to give me the sports teaser?
Yeah, it's not a word. We've got record-setting viewing for the women's basketball semifinals there between LSU and Iowa the other night. Big-time ratings. We've also got a tribute to Bob Uecker. They honored him at the Brewers game yesterday.
I love when they do that.
I love that guy, that
Yes.
Bob Uecker guy. Big doings in baseball. America loves the long ball, and the NIT championship is set for tomorrow night in Indianapolis at beautiful Hinkle Fieldhouse.
All
We'll
right.
have the championship
Cool.
coming up.
That's where they filmed the climax of the great movie Hoosiers. You ever seen Hoosiers, Ms. Hooker?
Oh, yeah.
You all right over there?
Yeah, no.
What are you doing? What are you tearing up
You're
about?
making her cry.
Something in my eye.
You hurt her
You
feelings.
saw the story about underwear we're going to do? I'd be crying too. Wait till you hear this. Boy, it is rough. Underwear in the news.
Oh, yeah. I did
Coming
see
up.
that.
But right now, if you
Hey,
wanna
spring
settle down.
cleaning, springtime. What time is it? Get that new security system, peace of mind for spring from Simply Safe. Named the best home security system for 2024 by U.S. News & World Report, and Newsweek awarded it Best Customer Service in Home Security. Sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, indoor, outdoor, high-definition cameras keep watch day and night, and 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day.
And you can also monitor on your phone. Right now, Chick McGee has 11 cameras up and running. You can look at them on his phone. It's amazing.
Exactly right. And there's no contract to Simply Safe. 60-day money-back guarantee. Try Simply Safe risk-free. If you don't love it, which I've never heard of, you can send the system back for a full refund. Simply Safe, giving us and everybody at the Bob and Tom Show peace of mind. And we want you to have it too. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGee.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we have news, sports, and a little bit of weather, actually, with reference to, of course, the eclipse. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are live in the Napa Auto Parts studio. Got a little surprise coming for you here.
Okay.
Surprise for the...
Performing cats.
It's not performing cats. Is the surprise ready? Yeah, bring them on in there.
I'm holding my breath.
Now, Chad Daniels, comedian,
I'm
joined
not
us in the
looking yet.
studio.
Neither am
I
I.
don't want to look.
Along
I'm not
with
looking.
Chick McGee, Josh Arnold. This is Tom speaking. The lady of the house, Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
Is it the real Aruba Ray?
It is not the real
No, I
Aruba
haven't.
Ray.
I know what it is.
Is it the backwards singer?
Oh, no.
It's not the backwards
Mark.
singer. I've brought in a...
Hey, that's great.
I have brought in a...
Now listen to how he
Fabulous,
pronounces this, Chad. Listen.
Now, this is a real rock and roll cat here. You can see he's got the tattoos, just like you, Chad.
Got the Rush T-shirt on.
Wearing a Rush T-shirt. He's got a beard like he's a waiter at a hip restaurant. Kind of a.
I do that on the side.
Kind of a super hip looking mega goatee, nice head of hair, big stash, and he's what he's carrying in his. What do you know what that is, Chad?
It looks like the gun from Mission Impossible 5 that they snuck into the orchestra.
That's right.
That is a bassoon.
Bassoon.
A bassoon. And I bring this up because the other day I was in a restaurant.
That's not how you were pronouncing it.
Bassoon.
Bassoon.
You were
is
saying
what
bassoon.
Is that what you were saying?
Bassoon.
Bassoon.
Okay, bassoon.
Thank you.
Do you say it again?
Bassoon.
Bassoon, not ba.
Right.
Bassoon. Okay, bassoon.
Are there any famous rock songs that feature the bassoon?
Was it? What is it?
Wait a second.
Oh my God!
I'm kind of stumped.
Oh, wait a second.
All right, there are at least 5 other
There's
bassoons.
a Smokey Robinson tune.
Oh, okay.
Four.
That's got
Tears of a Clown?
Tears of a Clown.
We have just had. We have just.
right at the beginning. Tears of a Clown. Yeah.
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 We've just had 4 other bassoon artists enter the room. Is a bassoon player referred to as a bassoonist?
Bassoonist.
Bassoonist.
Wow, so there are now 5 bassoonists here.
Are those all the same size bassoons?
No.
Is
When
there-
do you want me there? Bassoonist.
Now I know as a former clarinet player, there's also a bass clarinet.
Right, are there alto bassoons and bass bassoons? And
Yes, there's contrabassoon.
What does that mean?
Twice the size of this.
You have to
Plays
smuggle
about
them.
the lowest note of the
Yeah, exactly. The contrabassoons
The
are smuggled,
contrabassoon, yeah,
as Christy
smuggled.
just brilliantly said.
If this happened in a high school, they'd lock it down.
Pablo Escobar was
not even kidding
a
you.
contrabassoonist.
I can actually bring one of those in sometimes.
Okay.
Once again, this is the Rock E Bassoon Quintet. Rocky Bassoon. Oh, there's more. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Bassoon.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're talking with comedian Rick Schrader.
I'm a stepfather, too, which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masturbators. This weekend on CBS.
You're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Pat Godwin over there, a song this time. Yeah, we're here. A song from
You got
Pat.
any shark songs?
Shark?
Is it Shark Week?
No, but I just discovered something I'm going to uncover here. How about a song? Do you have any? Maybe you could do the song about that porno shop.
I could do that, yeah.
I was researching something else, and I stumbled upon a story from a few years ago, and then I found out that. Let me read the story first. Headline: Porn star bitten by shark. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with her work, Josh. I know that you have a somewhat encyclopedic knowledge of contemporary.
What's the name of this soiled dove?
This amazing actress.
Her name is Molly Cavalli.
I am not familiar, no.
Well, according to this news account, she was bitten by a shark and injured while trying to film a promotional video.
Oh.
Now, the original story reads, she jumped into a shark cage off the coast of Florida, was bitten by a lemon shark when she stuck her foot out of the shark cage.
Lemon shark, very pretty,
and the teeth are very sharp. Footage of the incident in which the porn star allegedly, blah. She starts reacting as blood begins spreading through the water, bleeding profusely. She's pulled back on the boat.
I think I'd react, too.
And the camera zooms in on, quote, a large gash.
Okay. And the cut, too, right?
Yeah, the bite also.
Requiring stitches, blah, blah, blah. Now, first of all, that's not the sort of gash one is attempting to.
Okay.
Apparently, someone who is a shark expert says this video is a fake.
What?
He said in the course of the first week, 15 million people watched the cam soda video. But this guy who's a shark expert says, I can tell you for a fact that's not a shark bite.
Okay.
It's a PR stunt, and it worked. So,
and it wasn't a boating accident either.
God, I love that scene.
You would.
You don't like that's
chewing the scenery.
That's a terrific movie.
It's the only part of that movie that ruins the whole damn thing for me.
No, the only part some of the special effects are a little, but it was 50 years ago. In any event, that was a fake. So you've been had if you thought that was
you've been had.
That was real. And then why do they call it cam soda?
I don't know.
So it's not detectable on billing, right? Oh. It's porn.
Oh, is that strictly a porno site?
I think there's a lot that goes into these names, and
it's a cam site. That's a
camera site.
Yeah, so you are actually girls stream their shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then of interest coming up in the news this morning, we have soda news.
You don't call it. Are you okay, Tom?
Well, that's how I stumbled on this whole stupid story.
Exciting soda news?
Well, when you hear this, you're going to go, wait a minute. This is a joke that we did many years ago.
Do you don't say soda though, do you? Because you're from Ohio with me. What do you say?
I usually just say, "Do you want a Coke?" But I mean,
we say pop.
Pop,
yeah.
Yeah, I was hard deep in soda country.
You were in soda country. I'm gonna go have a soda.
Yeah.
That sounds like a from soda country. Do you have the soda story? This is really
I'm
quite
looking for it.
quite remarkable. That,
Is there a new flavor out there?
Yeah.
Well, there is, and it's a flavor that Tom has came up with quite a while ago.
Wow!
And once you hear what flavor it is, you're going to say, "Why in God's name would anybody buy this?"
Okay,
it's hot dog water.
Oh.
Oh no.
7-Eleven has revealed plans to sell hot dog sparkling water.
Oh.
The CEO of 7-Eleven said that we're trying to clear out the stores.
Yeah.
And this is our first step in having people never return again.
This says they've teamed up with Miracle Seltzer to create 4 new flavors of sparkling water: lemon, lime, green apple, sweet orange, and hot dog water. Now, I'm somewhat concerned about this story because we are today celebrating April 3rd.
I thought it wasn't like April Fool's joke.
I don't know.
They had a picture of the hot dog water on the hot dog spinner thing. Hot dogs.
Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah.
See, now this is why Tom hates April Fools. See, he's all excited about a soda story. And
no, I had already thought this has to be fake.
April Fools people pissed all over it for him, see. So.
But there is a company, I want to say in Oregon, that does all those crazy sodas. Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
New
You
York,
have some, right?
New York Seltzer, and it's from Oregon, right?
Oh, maybe I thought they were. In any event, they do a bunch of crazy different sodas. But let me just play this. This features our stab at hot dog water from many years ago.
Very chic, New York City bistro.
Oh, God.
Well, it's kind of cloudy, you know, tangy, and it sort of has an aftertaste.
It's imported.
Well,
It's chic and very exclusive.
it's.
Let me be frank. Princess Diana drinks it, and it's very expensive.
I love it. What's it called?
It's called hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Hot dog. And what do you think, sir?
It's
imported.
Well, it's kind of cloudy.
It's very nutritious.
sort of tastes like hot dog water.
It is hot dog water. Ah, yes, the unmistakable taste of hot dog water, bottled in Wiener Wasser, Austria. You'll find our bottling plant just a yodel away from the Wiener Wasser sausage factory, just south of the Danube River sewage treatment facility.
This is delightful. Should I add a lemon or a lime slice when I serve hot dog water to my guests?
No. You should add mustard or ketchup.
Oh, of course.
Hot dog water. Remember our motto. It takes a lot of guts to make this stuff. Not to mention hooves, tongues, and snouts.
Oh, say, this is tasty. How much is a bottle of hot dog water?
About 30 francs. Or in America, $10.
Wow, what a bargain.
And coming soon from the hot dog water people, the first drinking water that is also a cologne, new HD Eau de Toilette.
Is that toilet water?
Exactly. Imported toilet water.
You mean like from a real French toilet?
Oui. 10,000 French poodles can't be wrong. Hot dog water.
Hot dog water, ladies and gentlemen, the latest soda.
Well, it may or may not be out there. We'll have to find out.
Now, there was a.
I hope it is.
I do too.
Remember the Jones Soda Company made a lot of oddball ones. I found this one. Jones Soda made a turkey and gravy flavored soda for Thanksgiving.
Is there anything sadder than a single dad Christmas and you have a turkey sandwich and the Jones Soda, mashed potato and turkey for Thanksgiving dinner?
Memories.
They've done some great stuff. They did a peanut butter and jelly soda. I'd actually like to try that one.
We have a couple in our green room with your face on them.
Yeah, I know. I saw them.
They have a vanilla. They have a vanilla cream that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I had that one. You know what's good in that is you get some vanilla
vodka.
Yes, that's right.
Bourbon.
Is there a rule on this show that somebody has to finish my
Your
sentences?
sentence?
Is that it?
You're a big fan of that, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a big fan. Because this is all a competition. And whoever finishes that, your number goes up on the big board. Yeah.
I was just trying to finish my sentence, which was they also make a salmon soda. And I'm a big salmon eater, but wow, that just sounds god-awful.
That would have to be very fishy.
Oh.
You would have to love fish.
Maybe oily.
Ugh.
Well, in any event, so I don't think that 7-Eleven really is going to have hot dog water soda.
I don't think so.
Let's hope not. Now we have to check in with the sporting scene because I know we had some pretty cool sports news. Is that correct, Mr. McGee?
Oh, now you.
No one's going to finish your sentence.
Now you want to talk to me, huh? Caitlin Clark can claim another record. Criminy, Caitlin Clark, the most watched women's college basketball game in history. Iowa's 94-87 win over LSU averaged 12.3 million viewers on ESPN.
That's pretty damn good.
That's according to some guy named Nielsen. Clark scored 41 points. The Hawkeyes avenged last year's loss to the Tigers in the national championship game. It was one of the most viewed games in any sport other than NFL football over the past year.
All right.
Iowa, LSU. Pay attention.
I'm listening.
No, you're not.
Did you know that a minor league baseball team once did a hot dog pizza? We'll get to that in a minute. I'm sorry. Caitlin Clark, very good player. Fun
He
to
just
watch.
did a promo for another story during a story.
It's insulting.
What's wrong with you?
There's no way for you not to feel cut.
Iowa LSU outdrew all but 5 games in last year's NBA Finals.
Whoa, okay.
Had a bigger rating than the NBA, along with the clinching game of last year's World Series. Bigger rating for the ladies basketball. The previous biggest audience for women's college basketball. That's right, back in 1983, USC and Louisiana Tech. Cheryl Miller was on the USC team. And, of course, Louisiana Tech, they were a women's basketball team as the Kotex. And
Didn't
Wow.
LSU coach played for them?
Kim Mulkey, that's right. She was point guard for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
She wore her feather boas on her sleeves when she was playing. Did you know that? Are you listening at all? Yeah,
No,
I see you looking at me.
He's got hot dogs on the brain, buddy.
He's got hot dogs on the.
I'm focusing on
I want to hear because
not interrupting.
This is
Focusing on that. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm sure there's-
I want you to because you have an angle on sports. A hot dog flavored pizza at a minor league baseball game.
Now, this is not necessarily in today's news.
No, certainly not.
I was doing some research.
Oh, good. During Sportscast. That helps. Yeah.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
The Fresno Grizzlies created the Frankenslice pizza.
Oh.
I like this idea. Hot dogs baked in a pizza crust.
Oh, I see.
Sounds really good to me.
Why not?
Pigs in a blanket?
Yeah. It's been on a pigs in a blanket, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Best pizza of my life was the hamburger nacho cheese pizza.
It's called a nacho cheese pizza.
Nacho cheese pizza, but it has hamburger on it. And
it's sausage.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it is sausage?
It's sausage
Wow.
with nacho
Even
cheese
better.
instead of red sauce.
Oh, okay.
It's Mozzie's pizza.
So
yeah.
good.
You're talking it down.
I'm not talking it down.
Sounds
I love
delicious.
it. I know it's my favorite pizza too, with
I thought it
jalapenos on top. Yeah.
I thought it was hamburger. No,
Sounds pretty damn good.
I don't like the
Yours may have
jalapenos.
been
They're-
hamburger because you can't handle the sausage.
Yeah, they're too
spice.
spicy. They're too spicy, Tom.
Oh.
They're too spicy. Thank you, Tom.
Now, okay, we can.
How
move-
are the how are the hot dogs displayed on the pizza slice? Were they long or cut in discs?
I don't know. That's a
Oh,
very
I'm
good
sorry.
question.
You said they were stuffed in the crust.
They are. They're
Yeah,
rolled around
okay.
the top. Yeah.
Oh, instead of cheese around, it's a hot dog ringing the pizza.
It's a stuffed
In the
crust. Yeah,
I'm on board.
That's great.
That's like 2 meals in one. You have a pizza slice and then a hot dog.
That's like a commercial. I don't know if I want a piece of pizza or a hot dog.
You could have both.
And enjoy a great ball game.
You don't look like a hot dog at the ballpark type of guy.
As a matter of fact, I am.
I thought you
are.
were too.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Will you have a beer with a hot dog?
No.
I love it.
At the Kiss concert, first thing he grabs is a hot dog.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture?
What a great night.
There's prime rib. There's
Fireworks, music, and a hot dog.
You like your buns steamed?
And you had a driver, right? Driving Mr. Griswold.
Oh yeah, it's wrapped in foil. The bun steamed.
Oh man, it's so good.
And Chick McGee will he'll hit the toppings. Tart.
I load them up.
Yeah.
In public?
Oh, yeah.
Relish.
Yeah.
Sweeter deal.
Well, speaking of relish,
Sweet. Got to go sweet.
Someone came out with pickle juice soda.
Oh, I love
that. Makes a little bit of sense.
I love pickle juice.
Because athletes have gone on that
Grandpa
craze.
Joe's Candy Shop in Miamisburg, Ohio.
Yeah, sure.
Released.
It's in the Dayton area. I believe
pickle
that's
juice
the Miami
soda.
Valley. Yeah.
Have a sip. I like the short jam.
Who is it?
Hi, Grandpa.
Hey, why don't you come over here to Grandpa's shop?
Mix it with hot dog water and vodka, and you got a nice summer drink.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm sorry. That isn't sports. We have to finish your Caitlin Clark. A lot of people watched it. That was fun.
Boy, it's
more sports coming up.
Okay. You know, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah, I'm surprised to hear me say it, to be quite honest. Oh, here's your favorite quote of the year so far, actually, from Caitlin after the win yesterday.
It's not about last year. You worry too much about the past. You know, you're going to get caught up in that. It's about being present, being where your feet are. Don't worry about being in the Final Four, be in this moment, be in the Elite Eight.
There you go.
You know, enjoy that and soak that in, and, you know, that's what's going to allow you to win 40 minutes, and that's...
Yeah, they signed up for 40, Tom. That's right.
Well, where her feet were, 13 million people almost watched it.
That's right. She didn't care where her feet were. She was putting it up, and she made it.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, coming up in sports, want to give me the teaser?
It's not a word. We're going to talk about the some sort of levy did not pass in the Kansas City Chiefs and Kansas City Royals might be in trouble. What did he say? You're right. We'll come back with that.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about you and helping you access therapy in a much easier way. I'm talking about the internet and that thing you carry around, that computer that you call your phone. You can now access your therapist that way, and there are more than 35,000 participating therapists. So if you're thinking about therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Once again, it's entirely online. The way it works is you'll answer a little questionnaire, and then we'll match you with a licensed therapist. Then you do the therapy online, so you don't have to get in the car and drive to some office and look around the room going, what's that guy got going? No, you don't have to do any of that. So you save a ton of time. It's much more flexible and very personal. You can do it at your convenience in a place where you want to be doing it. And that could be wherever you are. This kind of, what's the Caitlin Clark's phrase? You got to be where your feet are. Well, that's where you are when you do some therapy. And the way it works, once again, is it's all done online. To find out more information, go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Help yourself recharge. Help yourself be a better you with therapy. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. This part of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Also coming up, a lot of exciting stuff in the news, including some eclipse stuff involving animals out there and some cool NASA news and a cicada update. It's not the only thing that's coming. We got the cicadas, we got the eclipse, and the end of days. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
By the way, parents, if you have kids and you have the minivan, make sure there's at least 2 TV screens in the back of that minivan, because God forbid your child might be forced to use their imagination for 20 minutes on the way to elementary school in order to keep them busy. I say much better. Every single moment be spoon-fed by the video god that runs their life. Gee, I wonder where ADD comes from. I can't possibly imagine. I mean, we kept the boy entertained 24 hours a day his entire childhood in front of a television with a remote control and a game console. All of a sudden, he can't pay attention. Oh, great Zeus! Why have you done this to our child? Please send down some of your pharmaceuticals as which to cure the lad. Otherwise, we might be forced to spend time with him, and frankly, he's kind of an idiot. And while you're at it, send me something for my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and myriad of other ailments the medical community has convinced me that I have, because as an American, if I don't feel good 24 hours a day, well, there must be a pill I can pop into my face and change my brain chemistry to constantly feel better. Or maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, oh great one, maybe you're not supposed to feel good all the time. Maybe it's supposed to be a struggle to get out of bed every once in a while, and in doing that, it's how you become a better person. When you hurdle that part of your life, then you just create this incredible sense of entitlement, which is what I complain about the rest of the world having. Maybe this ADD thing is kind of overblown. Maybe it's supposed to be harder to read something than it is to watch it on TV, and we have these big, fat, drug-addicted kids that are basically embracing all the worst parts of Elvis Presley. We're not doing them any favors. Maybe, oh great one, the rest of the world isn't the problem. Maybe it's me.
Yeah.
By the way, that is entitled Parenting Advice from a Guy That's Never Had Kids.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. Oh, no. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom, 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, calling, visiting, listening to show.
We're visiting with comedian Frank Caliendo. He was just talking about Raymond Burr.
Oh, Frank Caliendo.
John Madden. He does the John Madden. Very good. He was doing his impression of the fabulous actor Raymond Burr. You're familiar with Mr. Burr, of course. Perry Mason.
side, yes.
Actually, it was interesting because we were talking about one of Mr. Burr's earliest films, of course, the legendary. The film.
Not familiar with Uri Raven Burr.
Yes, I was in Godzilla.
I never.
Frank, congratulations, you're here the 1 billionth time we've done that bit, ladies and gentlemen. Can I tell you something? Hey. My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I
remember that.
Free psychiatry for life. Free Prozac, whatever you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber.
Show's over.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington.
Rob. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, hanging out. We're having a party, Pat.
We're having a party.
You know what? We need to put this party over the top. Tom. A song for Pat Godwin.
Well, we were talking about this.
And maybe we could...
actress in erotic cinema.
Maybe you and Pat could fall back on many of these conversations that you have off the air, and I'm sure you two have something planned and ready to go.
We do. We were talking about this woman who apparently faked a shark attack and got millions of hits on the Cam Soda platform. And
when you say that, it sounds like you stepped in poop. Cam Soda.
For all we know, it's $1 billion thing.
Oh, well, of course it is.
Yeah. Okay, good. But it turns out apparently the shark attack allegedly fake. So who knows?
But it served its purpose.
Yeah, but it certainly did.
Yeah.
And the description of it, there was a serious gash visible. So who knows if it was faked or not? But do you have a tribute to the world of the pornographic cinema, Pat?
This song tells a little story. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back in '97, way before Josh could stream.
Josh Arnold.
He'd have to go to Spanky's for a dirty tape or magazine.
He felt the need to put his last name in there,
Down at the porn shop. He'd have to drive, oh yeah.
Porn shop rents dirty movies and things.
To a nasty rundown buildings with these large things they put on the side of highways. Off I-65.
What was the name of this porno place?
It was called Spanky's.
Spanky's.
Down at the porn shop. The creepy clerk, he smiles.
Down at the porn shop.
Where's the big booty aisle?
Down at the porn shop.
His mom has many concerns.
Down at the porn shop.
When she makes his returns down at the porn shop.
Porn shop.
Yeah, looking around the place. Oh, Josh can't believe his eyes.
Jackpot.
Videos of butts and boobies, every color. Oh, every size.
Videos, now, is that like streaming?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You know where they are? Down
Where?
at the porn shop.
Hey!
Way back in his youth, about 18, where he took his pants off, perhaps, in the video booth. Where was he?
Josh was down at the porn shop.
Oh,
Josh Arnold.
Down at the porn shop.
Your butcher's beating the meat.
Sent his mom to the porn shop.
Josh won't leave the house.
Down at the porn shop.
Doesn't need a hook or a spouse. Down at the porn shop.
The porn shop in Fenton, Missouri. Oh.
I had a very casual relationship with my mother and father, certainly. I mean, we reached a certain point where we were practically the same age. They were very young when they had their son. But I think I would be a little uncomfortable asking them to return adult-oriented material. And you did that occasionally.
Are you aware of this, Jesse? He had his mom return a pornographic video.
Both my mom and dad, yes, they were dropped me off at a party, and I said, hey, would you mind returning some videos for me? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. A Blockbuster or whatever. And I was like, no.
Did it cross your mind that the titles would be on the boxes that they would see?
It did because the cases were clear. Like they were those clear rental cases.
All right. Okay.
And they could just look and see what the title. But
do you recall the titles?
I remember one of them was called Unnatural Sex because my mom wanted to know what that meant.
What exactly is unnatural sex?
That's in the backyard.
Yeah. That's one.
No need to really.
But I rented by. I didn't rent by genre, if you will, per se. I rented by actress.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Even then.
They knew, like, when I walked in, the clerk, I'm not proud of this phase of my life, but this is just how it was. I walked in and, hey, we got a new one with Alexandra Nice in it. Oh, right on.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah.
So they knew you.
They got to know who I liked, what actresses I liked. Yeah, that is not a good place to be in life. When the porn clerk knows, who your actresses of choice were.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Tom misses the most about times gone by.
I love the block because I would go to a Blockbuster and the guy there knew he'd go, hey, he'd hold stuff back for me.
He'd hold stuff back for Tom
back in the video rental days.
A sommelier, if you will.
Yeah,
It's nice to have a little bit of a filter. Yeah, this and he did the same thing for video games for the boys. It was nice. But
hey, man, we got a new Jewel Denial. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely get that.
That's her name, Jewel Denial?
That was one of them. Yeah, sure.
Have you followed the careers of these folks since you've aged?
You know, some of them, from what I believe, Jewel Denial became a beekeeper.
Is that right?
Yes, and she does some amazing work with that, but she's also on OnlyFans to supplement that.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean...
is she there swatting her... Never mind.
I have not seen.
I call this one swat the.
Oh, I see what you. Okay, yeah. It rhymes,
right.
It? Yeah.
Why? Oh, because of the bees. You don't want your twat to get stung. Is that?
You should see how she fogs the hive.
Do you remember? I'm trying to remember the days gone by, like Vanessa Del Rio.
You know, I was familiar with her because of you.
Was one of the from the 70s.
Weren't you a big fan of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember looking her up once because you had referenced her.
And remember Seika, the Swedish superstar or whatever she was?
I am aware of her only through people would... Like the porn stars I would watch would reference her as yes, I would watch Seika, and I knew I wanted to do that.
I think she was old when I was a kid watching that stuff. So.
Classic rock.
Yeah. Right.
Did you have your own parking space there?
No, I never.
Like here, where you've got the general manager has his own space.
I never achieved that.
Okay.
Space.
I asked this question before in the air, and nobody answered it. That really made any sense. But when is that line that you, as a guy, it's kind of accepted that you take care of yourself every now and then,
right?
Instead of totally denying it. I never do that.
Hang on a second. I got a letter about that.
Oh wow,
you do?
Chick, though, to answer it, because some people are going, what the hell?
Yeah.
Josh had porn returned by his parents. I did. The reason, and I wasn't thinking. It was my thinking was if they're going to be late,
right?
And I have to pay a late fee, and the late fee was the price of rental, so it was going to cost me like $16 or something because there were 4 of them.
Oh my God.
And my 19, 20-year-old brain went, I can't afford to have the late fees. I'll just suck it up and have my parents return them.
Man,
I shouldn't have.
Yeah, sure.
Hell, even if you're 40, you don't want to blow $16.
Well, there you go, Ace. Yes.
No, I got a letter from a guy.
Spoken like a tightwad, Ace.
I'm sorry, I can't find it. I got a letter from a guy. His wife had to have some fairly serious but very successful surgery on the mommy parts, if you will.
Is that right?
Like a lift and tuck, or
no, it was
medical thing?
A medical,
like a 50,000-mile checkup,
a telescoping uterus,
not a vanity.
None of these things were the thing.
Was the word prolapse?
No, but the point is, the doctor. They were in the office, and the doctor said you can't have any activity in that area for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy kind of chuckled. He goes, "Well, what about me, doctor?" And the lady doctor pointed to his hand and said, "Good luck."
Oh, well,
that's a good doctor. Good bedside manner.
Sure.
Now we're going to be coming right back. We will re-enter the world of sporting news. Plus, we have a lot of really exciting stories coming up today, including a couple of great eclipse stories that are really fun that involve food.
Hope it's not cloudy.
Yes. All right. And inmates, can they watch Can they watch the eclipse? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at Bob and Tom.
Now, Bob has split the hot dog and put the cheese down the middle of the hot dog.
Good. That's fine.
And now you're going to stuff that in the...
And I had to surgically remove the end of the hot dog. I circumcised my hot dog.
Oh, to fit in the Twinkie.
So it'll fit in the bun.
Now, did you... That isn't a bun, though. It's a Twinkie. Now, did you take...
It is the bun, my friend.
Did you take the cream out of the Twinkie?
No!
No, you don't want to do
nuts?
that. Why would you take the cream out of the Twinkie?
Why would you take the cream out?
I'm going to take the Twinkie and shove it in there. Take it, Twinkie. Oh, the Twinkie split open.
Look at that.
Let me see. Hold up your Twinkie. Now, Bob's looks...
Oh, boy.
How does it taste, Bob? Bob is now taking a bite of the cheese Twinkie hot dog.
Say the sacred word, the dog will come down. Give you on it out.
Bob, your thoughts?
Not bad.
So you've got the Twinkie, which is a cake instead of a bread bun.
It's actually not bad.
Well, Bob likes it.
A little sweet taste, a little salty taste.
Holy mother of God, that's delicious.
Oh, my God. Have we done a calorie estimate on this?
I want to make a point that Bob is using a hot dog to
As a pointer.
As a pointer.
You have got to try this.
Me?
Yes.
Just one?
Yes.
One little bite.
One little bite.
Just one little teeny tiny bite.
Come on over here. Come over here and buy my hot dog.
No, we can do it tomorrow if you want to add bacon.
Oh,
we can
no,
make
she's
arrangements.
eating it now. She's eating it now. Oh.
Okay.
Go, baby, go.
I hope none of this creamy stuff gets on your cheeks.
Now, Bob, put your hand on the back of her head. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about.
Don't hold her ears. Just,
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
Give me more.
Let her put it in her own mouth, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet and salty, yummy.
Christy, your thoughts, please. Could you get near the microphone and give us your thoughts?
It's not bad.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
It's not bad.
See, how about that?
Bingo.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show is coming. That's right, Rock 105 WKLC bringing us to town with a live broadcast with...
Special guest Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns, plus don't forget.
You see the word "don't forget"?
No, but it's like half a sentence.
Don't miss an amazing
it's like
comedy
don't
show.
miss amazing.
Start
is a
over.
word.
Hey, Charleston, it's the Bob and Tom Show. That's right, and our friends from Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live broadcast.
Speech. One more time. Here we go. This for sure. Here we go. All right.
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show coming to, yes, your area from Rock 105 WKLC. They're bringing us to town for a live show. Special guest,
Duke Tomato.
You nerds.
Start over. Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston, or if you come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th, that's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold, and all hosted by yourself.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a...
Yippee!
I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, Orange Insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to Orange Insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
24/7.
Hi, it's Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
¿Cómo talent with you?
Oh, we're fine.
I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
was that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right. Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, man, he's got his both hands on his organ.
Oh, yeah, you know I do.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Ready with that Ace Cosby joke of the day. Sure to be a hoot.
Got it in 3.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't know what that means. Got it in 3.
Well, I walk into the room all the time. He's, hey, Tom or Jeff say, got it in 3.
No, that's the Wordle, Ace. Do you play the Wordle game?
No. I got a life.
You have a life. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a giant mystery to all of us. People always say, what's Ace like? And I say, I've only known him for 40 years. I have no idea.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to have a documentary-type reality show and that follows Ace around, and you were going to call it Weirdo.
Yeah. And if I could jump in here for a second, one of the smart things we did as a show decades ago, and I think it just happened organically. That's how all the good things happen, Tom.
Yes, I know.
Spontaneous, organic. Anyway, we really don't spend that much time together off the air. And so you would not know what Ace's life is like.
Ace, do you prefer us not to know? You're a private man, right?
Seems like a really private guy. He's private
He's
now.
so private you're not even answering the question.
That's what I'm saying.
His window's still broke. It's all I know in his car. It's still broke.
Yeah, share that with you.
It's still broke.
Gives us something to talk about.
Oh. Well, Ace is a thrifty man. We know that. Now, let's move forward.
Tighty squeaks.
What's happening in the world of sports?
Like we said, LSU and Iowa set a record for the most watched women's college basketball game ever. 12.3 million viewers on ESPN on Monday night. And the future, by the way, of the Kansas City Royals and the Kansas City Chiefs thrown into question yesterday. Residents of Jackson County, Missouri, voted against a sales tax to help to pay for a new downtown ballpark and renovations to Arrowhead Stadium. Royals owner John Sherman and Chiefs president Mark Donovan acknowledged about 2 hours after polls closed last night that the ballot measure would fail. They were hoping to replace an existing 3/8 of a cent sales tax. I'm not sure what that is in mills. I know they count those up in mills.
These guys can't afford it?
They
can't put a buck out of their own as they pull away in their limos with their billionaire team?
I'm not sure of the situation, but I'm sure that they wouldn't ask for some sort of levy unless they needed it to move forward with the sporting franchise.
Did you read it? So boring.
Someone else can pay for it. They want. That's the.
I read the whole levy. It was just boring.
Oh yeah,
the levy was dry.
Didn't you take your?
Did you realize that
Did you take
set
your
up?
Chevy to the levy? Did you ever do that?
But the levy was dry. Oh, so it's a reference then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
More of a reference than a joke, really.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, in my defense, the first half was trod upon.
You've got big feet today. You know that, right?
No, I just these billionaires own these teams, and they want the average Joe to pay for the stadium. Well, that's nice of them.
It's called progress, Tom. It's called being a part of society. It's called being in a community.
No, it's called greed.
It's called
Sometimes the teams, I don't know. The last time I was at the Royal Stadium, is it Kauffman still, or what the hell is it?
I think it is. Yeah, with they have a giant crown in the outfield.
They do. Yeah, it's actually
beautiful.
shaped like one.
And
yeah.
what's their mascot's name? It's something really good, like King Dog or something like that.
It looked like it could use a few, but who knows what else they put in this thing, though?
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
Well, we're fine with the sales tax to help get new stadiums, but you had to add in. We're all buying new
limos for the owner.
Yeah, who knows what's in there?
And new jet planes. The Royals mascot wears a crown, and his name is Slugger with 3 R's.
He's awesome.
Slugger.
Arr. You got to be for the Pirates, really.
He's a tiger, right?
Or lion or something. I think, he's...
I can't tell. Maybe
he's royalty. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's king of the jungle. So he has a...
Is he a tiger?
Has a mane. No, he's a lion. Yeah. He's a lion. I think tiger and lion are different.
They had fountains at that stage. I think they still do. The fountains go off sometimes. Pretty cool,
yeah. And there is such a thing as a liger. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
I don't know if they've actually... I mean, maybe in some lab somewhere, yeah.
I think they cross a tiger and a lion, and you get a liger.
There's probably
is this like a donkey and a mule?
Not just in Napoleon Dynamite.
Right.
I think this exists. Man, I hope it does. That's all
I'm sure you can... In some Beijing zoo.
I'll have the bat taco, and how's the liger research coming?
Do you want to see our lumen? No!
Lion and a human,
the Tumen didn't work, but the lumen, nice head of hair.
Bob Uecker received a standing ovation and fans chanting, "Uke!" The legendary broadcaster appeared on the American Family Field video board early in the Brewers' home opener. Brewers fans don't know how many more times they'll get to continue.
It says that?
Cheering the presence of Mr. Baseball. Uecker back at the ballpark yesterday handling play-by-play on the radio broadcast of Milwaukee's game with the Twins. Team officials remained cautious about the 90-year-old's workload for the rest of the year.
And he's old, yeah.
Yeah.
And the racing sausages were there.
Oh, good.
I like the racing sausage. Tom, which do you like better, the racing sausages or the racing presidents at the Nationals game? And I believe they have Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and I don't think FDR's there. Let me think. Washington. I think it's Washington.
The racing presidents.
The racing president. I think it's Washington, Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and another guy.
Oftentimes, and they just eat it sometimes.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, they push each other down.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
Just editor's note.
Yeah.
The liger, Liger.
It exists, doesn't it?
Is a hybrid offspring of a male lion and a tigress or female tiger.
Oh, she's a tiger.
They do not occur in nature. They only exist in captivity.
So you mad scientist.
Yeah.
So it's the island of Dr. Moreau, kind of. Give me a push.
The female liger is fertile and can have offspring with a male or a male tiger. So this is out there. and there's a photograph of one. But yeah, it's a thing, but not in nature.
Huh.
So we've answered that question. Now we move on.
Nature knows better.
Mookie Betts hit his major league leading 5th home run, Tom, and Fast Freddie Freeman, formerly of the Andy Griffith Show. Isn't that right? Wasn't that Don Rickles or somebody? Didn't he show up on an Andy Griffith?
I don't remember that one.
Fast Freddie Freeman. Anyway, Dodgers beat the Giants 5-4, and Bryce Harper did not have a home run all season. Well, he made up for it last night. 3 for 4, including a grand slam, 6 RBIs.
Whoa.
Philly beats Cincinnati 9-4 yesterday. And the NIT action, Indiana State and Seton Hall both win last night. So the championship from Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis tomorrow night, Indiana State and Seton Hall. And because I got a rash of static yesterday, here are the NHL results from last night.
Aren't these available on the internet?
And I'm going to keep doing this as long as he lets me.
Well, we can stop now.
Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Montreal, the Islanders, Minnesota, Boston, Anaheim, and Vegas all win.
Oh, how about that?
And Anaheim beat Calgary.
Not going to go with Calgary?
By a score of 5-3. Barry Melrose says Calgary. Who am I to argue with hockey legend Barry Melrose? We wish him well, by the way. He's having some health problems right
now. He has great hair.
He does have great hair and a great mullet.
Very
That's
nice.
exactly right. Nice. And that's sports.
Oh,
Tom.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be where your feet are.
Yes.
And keep reaching for the stars. Actually, we do have one bonus sports coming up.
Oh, okay.
When we come back?
Story bonus. Evidently, I've hit a nerve over at the news desk, but we will see what we will see.
Coming up, bonus sports with Chick McGee.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
How tall is too tall in basketball?
Ed Too Tall Jones?
Taller than that.
What a great nickname that was.
He's too tall.
Yeah. Is there a equivalent of that in the world of pornography, Josh?
Yes, yeah.
Is there like, Phil Too Big Mondor?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there is, yes, Marcus the episiotomy. He's,
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, he's considered.
You've got to relax. You just have to.
Look, it's not going to happen.
The Episo Maestro.
Look, this isn't going to happen if you're not. Hey, you know what? It's time for me to tell you about Raycon earbuds. When is Mother's Day? It's coming up, right?
April 7th, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know. I should know, probably.
Every weekend is Mother's Day, as far as I'm concerned. My mother holds a special place in my heart. You know that.
None of this is helping.
Raycon's everyday earbuds are the perfect way to tune out all the noise around you and tune into something swell, like the Bob and Tom Show.
You've got till May 12th.
Music. Is that Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Okay. The audio quality of Raycon, the April 7th was way off. The big audio brand headphones, Raycons, I'm going to say are better at a price you'll love even more. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth syncing. Raycon's optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. And, of course, Raycons have earbud tap functions. You can talk on your phone, noise isolation. And they really do make a great Mother's Day gift. And Raycon offers easy 30-day returns just in case you have one of those mothers. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20% off your Raycon order. Buy a pair for her and a pair for yourself. Plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, speaking of pairs, we have a huge survey involving underwear and some very disturbing results, I must say.
A great pair?
Yeah.
Well, now, the last time you did, I felt informed about the jockey strap, if you will. I certainly had no
this is
idea.
about a lack of cleanliness in underwear. We'll be getting to that coming up. Right now, a couple quick reminders. Mr. Godwin, you're a busy guy this weekend. Saturday night, of course, it's our big show, Charleston, West Virginia. Patty G, Willie G, Jeff Oskay, Joshy, Christy and I will be your hosts. That's going to be at the big theater in the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. Thank you very much. Special edition of our show coming your way Friday morning. But right now, I want to remind you that Richmond Indiana. Pat Godwin, Saturday night at the Fourth Floor Blues Club.
Oh, that place is cool.
That'll be great. So you're very busy for a weekend for Pat and for most of us. When we come back, apparently we have a sports update, underwear in the news, and cool news from NASA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to...
his work with Styx, and he's going to be doing some solo stuff for us.
Cool.
We have a performance room right next to this room. You can see through the glass. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear? Greg found all the drumsticks.
Yeah, you need a couple more.
Can you hear us?
I'm back.
All right.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Are you going to... Is this...
I date tons of chicks. Well, I date one, but she weighs tons. Come on. Take your top off. Hey, Christy, what's in the news?
He likes those symbols.
That's very nice. Is that song called "Take Your Top Off"?
Yeah, that was my new tune. It's a big hit.
I like that
Let
very
me
much.
test you guys. You guys know music, right?
All right. Yeah, sure.
All right, okay. What song is this? What song is this? Name that tune.
Well, there's about 10,000
Yeah,
songs.
let's start that way.
That's the B-52's Love Shack. I thought you guys knew music. How about this one?
Love
Anybody?
Shack.
Walk like an Egyptian. Come on!
That was good. That was very nice. Can I do requests?
Certainly.
Can you do Mississippi Queen?
Whoa, where's, hold on.
You need cowbell.
Here we go. Come on. That's all I know.
That was beautiful. You nailed it. Hey, wait, what about a Honky Tonk Women from the Stones?
How's that go?
No, you got to get
need
the cowbell. You got to get. I thought you knew music.
Come on.
I didn't know you were going to spin it on me.
There we go.
That's not it.
What's
It's
this?
dunk, dunk.
That's Mississippi Queen again.
How about this song right here?
I don't know.
That's a Pink Floyd tune right in the middle of the song. There we go. A little power, a little thunder for you.
I give up.
All right,
What was that one?
I know, I was just laying down some funk. Okay, what's going on?
Lay it down.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
In here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor. Now, are you in every one of your brother Ron Howard's movies?
Oh, no. There's been a lot. Actually, the one that stopped the streak was, Ransom. And then I wasn't in Beautiful Mind, and I wasn't in any of the Da Vinci Code movies.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Can I say it pisses me off?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure. Your honesty is wonderful and refreshing.
Yes.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thug downtown. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here we are, having a party. You're invited.
It's my understanding that we have a sports update.
Yes, we do. How tall is too tall? Now, we know about Victor Wembanyama.
Vicky Wem?
We call him Vicky Wem. He's playing for the Spurs and killing it. He's having certainly Rookie of the Year in the NBA.
He's tall, isn't he?
Oliver Roux, Rieux, is the world's tallest teenager, as made official by the Guinness Book of World Records. Well, this serves two purposes. The 18-year-old is 7'8".
Wow.
And committed to play college basketball at Florida.
7'8".
7'8". He'll join the Gators next season. It'll make him the tallest player in D1.
And how old is he?
18.
Oh, that's like middle age for 7'8". From what I understand.
He can stand flat-footed and touch the rim.
Yeah.
Is he American?
No,
yeah.
Is he? He's going to high school at IMG Academy in Braden, Florida. I believe he's from Canada.
Gross.
Or as I call it, America's hat.
Nice. Tall fellow, eh?
They're helping him to develop into more than just a giant. And Tom, go ahead, poo-poo, and say that it's boring and all he is tall. But the boy can run the floor. He's not gawky. He's 7'8" and weighs 310 pounds.
Oh my gosh!
So he's well proportioned.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's packing as far as
no need to.
What?
Oh, it's got to be a Pringles can.
He's 8. He's
Never
8.
know. Could go the other way.
He's 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any horror worth their would entertain him.
It's unbelievable.
I think they'd want to find out.
Yeah, aren't you a bit curious?
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you don't want to know, you're crazy. As Thin Lizzy said, if she don't want to know, forget her.
Yeah, that was after they assaulted her.
Boys are back. Boys are back.
Sounded like a non-consensual assault in that song, if you ask me.
I submit Thin Lizzy, The Boys Are Back in Town, the best starting song. It's close with Donnie Iris and Aaliyah. Those are two.
The best starting what?
Like the best intro?
The best beginnings of songs ever.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
good.
yeah, that is really good.
Come on, you can't get better than
Boys
this.
are back in. Look at that right there.
Come on.
Immediate.
What is that, a G? Is that a G?
Boring. Next.
Whoa.
You're amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Isn't Phil Lynott?
Line up.
Why not? He's one of Ace's favorites.
Died in 86.
Ooh. Well, we'll have to.
He was.
Like, very dead.
Boy.
Not just dead.
Real dead.
Very dead.
Real.
Skeletal Lizzy.
Yes. No longer thin.
Whoa, not even.
No, he had lungs for the days of being
Okay,
thin.
I'm
Nothing's dining on him anymore. It's
bone. Oh, boy, the bones are back in town.
The bones are back. I get the feeling, Jess, what's going on at the news desk?
A new survey offers some disturbing insights into fitness hygiene. According to the poll, only 50% of people wash their underwear after a trip to the gym.
Oh, come on.
That's crazy.
It gets worse. 1 in 5 respondents admitted to wearing the same underwear to the gym 2 or 3 times before washing them.
No.
Wow.
No.
Who puts on the same underpants to go to the gym?
That's impossible.
I think they assume that you're leaving them in your gym bag.
No. Yep.
I don't know. Man. I mean,
say-
this is.
When I travel, good news, Charleston, West Virginia. When I travel, I always take a couple of
bonus pairs just in case.
Bonus pair of dirties. That's
I
right.
pack underpants like I'm going to be gone for a month. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but
I don't want to be caught without.
You don't want the errant shart to ruin your weekend.
I have underpants in my briefcase right now. Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
And a toothbrush and a travel clock.
My office is like Mad Men, where he has the shirts in the drawers.
see?
I have shirts.
Yes, but they are they
pants.
still in the package? The shirts. That's a baller move. Brand new shirt.
Yeah, I don't like packaged shirts. I like them on
They're on
hangers.
hangers.
Hey, Chick, your line is, well, why not?
Okay.
You know, I never wash my underwear after I go to the gym.
Well, why not?
Because I never go to the gym.
Hey! Problem solved. Don't you just automatically put on new underwear the next day?
I feel like I'd be very itchy, uncomfortable. Something it wouldn't feel right.
Right?
50% said smell is the deciding factor in whether or not they wash their gym underwear.
Oh, now who grabs their underwear and does a big?
No,
these are clean.
Whoever it is has a chronic case of pink eye. Come on, what the hell? Tom, do something about this.
Oh, this gets worse.
Oh.
Do you have the line about their gym towel?
10% said they only wash their gym towel once a week.
Ooh. Now, this article continues. Listen to this. A separate study discovered that the gym may be the most germified place you'll ever enter.
Yeah, makes sense.
Researchers found gym equipment harbors more germs than toilet seats.
Oh, yeah.
70% of the germs they found on gym equipment harmful to human health.
Okay.
The average free weight, I'll explain this to you, Josh. These are like little mini barbells.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
People pick them up.
Yeah.
362 times more germs than a toilet seat.
Now, those are the things that look like hot dogs with hamburgers on both ends?
Exactly. Treadmills average 75 times more bacteria than a public bathroom faucet.
You should absolutely start workouts for big guys and do that from that angle, and it would.
Yeah.
Millions
Big
and
weights are
millions
like
of
pizzas.
hits. Yeah. Now lift those pizzas up. That would be amazing. Absolutely.
Today we're doing deep dish.
Yeah, there you go.
Deep.
Well,
wow.
There you go. Everybody changes their underwear, right?
I hope so.
Do you guys know if they sell a particular, bacterial-free wicking
They do.
type compression short that maybe athletes don't have to change every day? or-
I know that they sell some things like Fabletics and those types of places sell them for women that are gym underwear. They're specific for the gym.
and it's like, hey, you can go 2 or 3 days with them? or-
Moisture wicking? No, I don't think so. I think it's just to make your workout more comfortable. I don't think it's supposed to go days.
Yeah.
When's the last? Don't you do it? You love laundry, right?
Yeah.
Why would I can't remember? I must have been single in West Virginia, but when I didn't do laundry like every day, and I remember smelling a shirt. But that's that was 50 years ago or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When's the last time you smelled a piece of clothes to put it on? I don't think that happens now.
No, I like to wear clean clothes.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll wear my jeans twice before I wash them in the winter.
Yeah, I wear more than that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing.
Yeah.
Now, I think on this program, the most famous article of clothing, of course, would be Ace Cosby's underwear.
Oh, yes.
And Ace's contention, of course. Are you aware of this? That Ace contends that he has...
I wish I wasn't.
his flatulence is actually so profound.
Do we have that
in its
highlight?
potency that it has actually put holes in his underwear.
And of course, we got thousands of letters saying relating.
Relating.
Yeah. Now here, I actually have the audio from this discussion. Here
Love
it is.
it. Eat holes from flatulence.
Do I get the holes from flatulence?
What?
Does that happen?
You farted a hole in your underwear?
Okay.
See a doctor.
Get your diet checked.
That was the statement. And Pat, I believe you have a tribute to this.
Ace Cosby is our engineer, and he's always telling jokes. At Tommy G's insistence, there's a joke a day, in spite of protests. Still AC jests, we all shake our head at most of them, but AC does his best, then goes back to staring at his laptop on his desk. Ace Cosby says his boxers have been ruined by his gas. They are full of holes and shredded from his toxic flatulence and mutilated when he cuts one in his cheapness and his shame. I'm farting, only the waistband still remains. Lie, lie, lie. Boom. That's just got to be a lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Has to be a lie.
So sorry. Well, let's push on. What else is happening at the news desk, Jessica?
Footage captured outside an Oregon store shows a man narrowly dodging a runaway saw blade.
Oh, no.
According to KEZI,
Hey, man, just take it easy, man.
Mr. Shane Remke was entering the Quick Trips neighborhood market in Eugene when the errant saw hurtled towards the shop from a nearby construction site.
That's a word. Those are two words you do not want to hear together. Errant saw.
Right?
The video is absolutely terrifying. The saw is traveling much faster than you're expecting. It's crazy.
And it's big.
It's a big
blade.
saw blade. Yeah.
Surveillance cameras captured the moment Remke enters the store, and mere seconds later, the saw blade skips across the parking lot and embeds itself into the store's exterior wall just a few inches from the door. One contractor said the nearly 4-foot saw blade may have come loose from a lost bolt. Northwest Natural Gas.
A loose bolt.
Loose bolt. Oh,
Right. That's probably what they mean.
yeah. Northwest Natural Gas said it was removed from the contractor, or it has removed the contractor from its job sites while the company reviews its association with them.
Jim, is that tidy lefty?
Yeah.
Righty, righty.
Lefty, righty. What is it again?
Don't you get the feeling that had to be somebody's brother-in-law that they hired?
Hey, can you just...
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
There. Watch this. There's
There
the
he
guy
is.
goes in the door, and then the door shuts.
Okay.
And then seconds later,
Bang!
Oh, my God.
Look at that. And it sticks in the wall.
it would have killed the guy
Yeah,
immediately.
game over, yeah.
It would have cut his femoral artery.
Insanity. Yeah.
It's almost video game-esque.
Yeah.
Zoom. The guy sees it coming. He's there's footage of him from inside the store, and he's watching from the door because I guess he heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man, that's horrifying.
Wow. Well, I'm glad he's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glad so you're saying he saw it coming?
He sure did. He sure did.
Saw. Okay, sorry. I just sort of thought about it.
Hey, that reminds me. I hesitate to mention this, but with the Saw humor, I have to. Rajon Rondo retired from the NBA officially yesterday.
Oh, really?
You remember Rondo?
Yeah, he made the press conference from his condo.
That's exactly
No,
right.
that's not what this is it?
Could
be.
How long are you going to do it?
Well, it's one of our touchstones, and he arrived at the press conference from his condo in his Lambo.
His Lambo.
Lambo.
Yeah.
That's what it was. A Lambo.
Now, from what I understand, his lifestyle, he's a straight man, right? Rondo, you don't remember what you really latched onto that morning?
I don't remember. A straight man.
His car's a mess, so he needed to use some Bondo.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of holes in it. Bondo.
Yeah.
I believe
The straight man?
Yeah. Rondo no homo.
That really isn't a rhyme.
That's Rondo no homo. Yeah, I did say that.
I wish you hadn't repeated it.
Me too.
Well, I think it's important to get that out there in case any.
That's right. In case there's any sort of confusion.
Yeah.
Whatever he's into is okay with me.
That's right.
Now, Rajon, we hardly knew you.
Yeah.
I understand that he's a big ABBA fan.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Or ABBA.
his favorite song as well, but it's ABBA for this joke, is Fernando.
Oh, Fernando.
Is that close enough? Fernando Rondo.
I thought he liked his heavier music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ray Jean Against the Machine.
Oh, I like that very much. A different sphere of joke.
There you go.
And yet, quality.
For Jess's sanity, I changed it.
A different take, yeah.
Okay. Now, we have Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee. We have time to squeeze in one more story. I'm glad this guy, you really have to see this saw blade almost hit this guy.
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
it
guy
looks
needs
like
to-
something the Coyote would send after the Roadrunner. Yeah.
The great coda to this would be if this guy bought a Powerball ticket and won.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of the Powerball,
Hey, are we going to do that today? Are we going to send out somebody for tickets?
we're going to go get
It's
tickets.
over $1 billion, isn't it, for Powerball?
The Powerball jackpot climbed to an estimated $1.9 billion
I'll wait till it hits
after
2.
no one matched the 6 numbers drawn Monday night.
And I think Mega Millions is back up there, too.
I think that one, somebody won
somebody
that
won
one.
that last
Yeah.
One? Okay.
No one has won Powerball's jackpot since New Year's Day, a stretch of 39 drawings without anyone matching the game's numbers. If no one wins the jackpot tonight.
When you win $1 billion,
yeah.
you've got enough to pay someone to come over to your house and bring new golden retriever puppies every day just to wake you up and say hello.
Oh, that's a nice
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
Oh, look, I'm going to get up now because there's a little puppy to play with. Are these your ears? I'm going to pull on them. Oh, we're having a great day. This is the greatest day of your life, isn't it? Because you're a golden retriever.
Don't they look like little bears when they're that age?
Oh, they're the best.
Cubs. Yeah, they do.
Cute little bears.
You ever notice one thing about the lottery? You never see those psychics on the lottery winning.
It's part of the psychic's code.
Oh, they can't win?
Yeah,
I see.
From what I understand.
I mean, that'd be something if someone said, "Hi, I'm a billionaire. I'm a psychic. I won the Powerball. I knew the numbers because I'm a psychic.
I win the lottery quite often.
Yeah.
Well, if I was psychic,
I'll be in Fiji,
and I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody because that would then everybody would want you to pick their numbers. It would be horrible.
But in some states, don't you have to say that you won? But
You know what? I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't
sometimes
think
public.
so. I think somebody successfully sued to keep their name out of
In
the
one of the
press.
states, it
I
was a
think
lady,
so.
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
for her.
I think so. Yes,
Then she was
sir.
all over the news because she...
Congratulations to Blair Fairchild.
she won her case.
I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs.
But I always like the people that go, well, I'm not going to play until it gets higher because, you got to pay half in taxes. Hey, listen, $500 million, I'm in. $500,000, hand it over. It's okay.
Right.
Shouldn't you be allowed to kind of, if you win that much and you're going to contribute that much in taxes,
Yeah.
you should be on a committee of where that money gets to go. If you're giving $500 million essentially to the government,
Yeah.
I should be able to sit in there and go, no. We are not paying for that.
We're not using
That's
this
how
money
most
to
politicians work.
repay parking meters. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I think you should be allowed to kill any two people of your choice.
Okay,
If you win the lottery?
Tom.
What if instead of a cash prize, you were allowed to murder two people?
See, this is good. This now we're getting into kind of Hunger Games.
Let's just say disappear, just for the sake of
Disappear two people?
Yeah, disappear 2 people.
I'd be in for that.
Is 2 enough?
Not that I. 2 would be a good start.
So don't forget your Powerball tickets today. Coming up, we have actually some really cool NASA stuff. Josh, one of them I think you'll find particularly amusing and interesting. Now, are you going to watch the eclipse?
Yeah, I got my glasses.
You got okay, good. We have also coming up interesting computer news.
I can't wait to hear what sort of day Tom will have for him to miss the eclipse altogether. Well, and then the dogs, and then all of a sudden I looked up and it was a 9:15, and I realized I'd missed the eclipse. And that's going to happen.
It's about a 3-hour right?
Well,
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
the moon.
Pre-clips?
It's a pre-clips.
A pre-clips.
There's a build up, and then when it gets totality for, I think it's 3+ minutes. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. We have news about it. Also on the way, besides Mother's Day, we have cicadas a-coming to parts of the USA in big numbers.
Hideous creatures.
The word trillions is involved. Coming right back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
remember we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
G-L-O-R-I-A, glory.
That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen, and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea.
Try that.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try one of the other ones. Whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh, Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
Poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord,
all right,
yeah.
that's good enough.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
I got to do that one.
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing.
I haven't heard that.
I guess that always makes everybody
happy. The words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Ow. Back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more. Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Comedian Bobcat Goldthwait is here with us. I like goofy movies.
I didn't see Phantom Menace or the Attack of the Clones because I'm 40 years old and I've been so Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings, none of that stuff really. But like a jerk, I went to the Star Wars re-release. Have any of you nerds ever seen a Could you pick a out of a police lineup? If I had a and a donut and a mop, could you tell me the difference between these things? Because the day you actually see one, you're going to throw that stormtrooper cookie jar right out the window. You're going to go, what was I thinking about? I go, I don't know. We've been trying to tell you about it for years.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh, he.
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hey, this is Frank.
At Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here we are, right in the middle of a newscast, finding out about all sorts of things and learning about our bodies.
What?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I've discovered a new hair.
Is that right?
Yep.
The middle. I get these in the middle of my forehead every now and then.
Those are so odd.
Have you ever seen the guy with the, grows out the tip of his nose?
No.
Oh.
And no one tells him to pluck it?
No,
and he just keeps
not.
it.
What's your philosophy on excessive nose hair? Do you tell someone?
No, not if I don't have to look at him every day.
Well, if you have to look at them every day, what would you say?
I would buy them a trimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really nice move, actually.
Yeah.
I have to really maintain my nose hair because a lot of it's gray now. And if I don't, it looks like I have things in my nose.
Yeah.
You have distinguished boogers.
Yes.
You could buy a nose hair trimmer every day of the year and still not buy the same one. There are so many out there. And I still haven't found one that I like.
I will recommend one to you.
Does that hurt?
In fact, I'll buy you one.
It can if sometimes they pull.
Yeah.
But to get off the topic of nose hair, you were asking about if you win the lottery, do you have to say?
Right.
And it's incredibly complicated. It depends where you live and where you win.
This is more interesting to you than nose hair?
No, I just wanted to clarify. You can get back to nose hair if you like.
Did you hear about that guy who won the lottery and then he died the next day?
Oh, isn't that ironic?
Isn't that ironic? Don't you think?
Is that true?
It's more like a bubble.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a free ride.
Let's get back to the
When you've already paid.
No one's ever heard that.
I have no idea what you're doing. What's going on over there?
Doesn't
Miss Hooker.
exist. That's right.
Inmates in New York are suing the state corrections department over the decision to lock down prisons during next Monday's total solar eclipse.
Well, if Bob were here, Bob would say, they're in prison. Okay, bread and water. That's it.
They're claiming it's a religious thing.
Yeah. The corrections department will distribute solar eclipse safety glasses for staff and incarcerated individuals at the prisons in the path of totality. But they can only view the eclipse from their assigned work location or housing units.
Huh. Well, that makes kind of, yeah.
What if you're inside?
then you don't get
making
to
license
see
plates.
Well, maybe you
Give
shouldn't
them a break. Let them go outside.
done the crime. You don't do the time.
Yeah, I mean there is something.
Keep your eye on the sparrow.
There is something to be said for the
sparrow.
I'm sorry, Mongo. You murdered 6 people. You don't get to see the moon go in front of the sun.
Well, it's going to be 7 people if I don't see the eclipse.
The suit filed
I don't want but they're giving them the proper glasses. I don't want,
they're
some
safe.
guy that makes Pruno wine making glasses out of a Bible and a pack of ramen. This will work.
How do they not trick them? Just put little holes little needle holes right in the middle of the glasses or something.
Why would they trick them?
Because they're prisoners.
They don't want a bunch of blind prisoners bumping into each other.
Maybe
in the mess
seeing
hall.
this important celestial event will help them get their minds right, as they say in Cool Hand Luke.
You know, the Rock was tough. They blinded us during the eclipse.
Now, I'll tell you what, though, this would be a good premise for one of those HBO prison movies.
Oh, yeah.
You kill the guy during the eclipse because everybody's looking up.
That is the basis of a Stephen King novel.
Dolores Claiborne, the eclipse
Claiborne
plays a big role.
Yeah.
What is it?
The eclipse.
It would be a spoiler alert.
Yeah, it would be a big-time spoiler alert.
Okay.
But,
It does play a big role.
The suit filed Friday in federal court in upstate New York argues that the April 8th lockdown violates inmates' constitutional rights to practice their faiths by preventing them from taking part in a religiously significant event.
And I'm not sure what the religious component of this is, but I guess you can always argue that.
Whatever.
This will be a big thing for pickpockets, right?
Yeah, it's their most popular day of the year.
According to Dickens. What?
Tom, I feel bad. I can't believe I have to mention this, but it's not going to be nighttime. You know that, right?
No, but you got a bunch of people, they're all looking up.
He thinks a pickpocket is going to be running around stealing watch fobs.
I guarantee a week from
Meanwhile, there's zipper pants and everything.
You know what?
A week from Monday.
Fast forward to next Wednesday, and he's going to go, I told you, people.
Yeah, record this, Jason.
Pickpockets spiked during the eclipse.
We're going to have some major...
Somebody stole my hat pin.
And then they got my bridle for my horse-drawn carriage.
Not to mention, what's it called? Is it called frontage? Froppage? What is it?
Frottage.
Frottage, where the people rub up against people when they're...
If in close quarters, I come over
There'll be
and
some tragic
rub my junk on your
thing where
butt.
someone's got their junk rubbed all over them because they're looking up at the
Remember
eclipse.
back in the day when you could compliment a coworker by squeezing her ass in the elevator?
What happened to those?
Just let her know she's doing a good job. She looks good.
Shut up, baby.
You can do that here. We just don't have an elevator.
It's very awkward when you're
we
standing by the
we have some
copier.
dangerous concrete steps you can throw her down.
They're not getting any safer, by the way. Do people know that? I mean,
steps here.
Oh, they know.
They're being
no, don't fix it, Gordon. I have plans.
So
retirement.
I think it's nice that the gents and ladies that are incarcerated want to look at the eclipse. It's an important solar event, and
well,
I'm sure the fellas.
How do you find a way to be on the wrong side of everything?
No, just because you're in prison doesn't mean you don't deserve
it does.
some right.
That's exactly what prison is.
I think it's fine because it says if you're outside, you can see it, and if you're not, you can't. And that's the way it works.
We're not changing our schedule.
Exactly.
Well, now, just because I'm in prison, does that mean I can't, drive my car down to the grocery store and buy groceries? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just saying, look, let me put it a different way. Spike, I want to see the celestial event. I want to look at the moon blocking the sun because I'm tired of looking at Uranus in the shower.
Yes. Well, since you put it that way.
What's wrong with my anus?
A vehicle for your dick jokes. Is that right?
I could see
that was not a dick joke.
This being incentive. I could see this being incentive for good behavior. Hey, if you've been good, you've been doing...
Well, there you go.
You know what? The 20 of you get to go out and enjoy the eclipse.
There you go.
I think you're going to have some guy MacGyver those eclipse glasses into a key to the cell and Otis Campbell himself out of the jail. That's what I'm seeing. That and the pickpocket thing, just wait.
Do you remember...
We're into some huge story about some Google tech guy stole the secrets.
Do you remember Maximum Maximum security, Andy Griffith. They put the keys in the drawer. Remember that? Instead of hanging on the wall.
What a great show.
Boy, why did so many prisoners back then hire sleepy security?
Right.
With a big ring on their belt.
Yeah.
They would always fall asleep right there. Just.
And all the cells had long-handled brooms in them.
Conveniently.
Yeah.
They had to sweep them up a lot. Coming up, comedian Sam Miller will be joining us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7.
Point out, by the way, Tim is ghostly white, as if he's never seen the sun.
Whoa. You two look like
you
brothers.
two are in the same clear club. What are you talking about?
Literally, you guys are
Actually, you know what? I think there's a Kavanaugh in your wood pile.
I think you're right.
No, my grandmother's a Kavanaugh.
Is that right? These two are related.
Yep.
No, it's scary.
Tim looks more like my brother than I do, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now, Tim.
Brother, a very handsome man.
Oh, God.
He is, fortunately. Lucky for him.
So you're going to try some of this shrimp cocktail? You've never had this before,
I
Tim?
love shrimp cocktail.
You do?
I love it. It's like one of my favorite things.
Where are you on spicy things?
Let me say that I went to Applebee's last night and I got the boneless wings because, again, that's the way I roll.
Right.
And they said, "What sauce?"
I have someone take the bones out for me. That's how important I am.
That's exactly
Can
right.
I have these deboned?
I know it's surprising, a man in my station of life.
Now, Tim, I'm going to eat one of these just so you know it can be done.
Okay.
Well, you have hardly any sauce on that.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Pussy.
I'm gonna do it with a lot of sauce.
Load it up. Come on, load it up, Tim.
Very good.
Fine. That's fine.
It's not gonna be pretty.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Go for it. The whole thing. All the way in. Cram it in there.
Well, not the whole thing. Oh, my God.
How you doing over there?
Sweet baby.
He's getting,
You're turning red.
Look how red his cheeks are already.
Now he's taking his glasses off. Oh, my God. Steam's going to be coming out of his ears like in a cartoon.
It shoots right to the top of your head. And if you have some sort of sinus problem, it clears it right out.
Isn't that delightful?
You can talk
It's
anytime
delicious,
you're ready.
huh? And
you're allowed to speak.
You would like more, wouldn't you?
Fantastic.
Where's that EMT?
Oh my God!
Can I ask Tom a question? What is it about you that someone else's discomfort you're just delighted?
He's not going to be happy until someone actually dies on the program.
So then they died. It was hilarious.
You okay?
I'm okay.
It's tasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very.
The thing about it, it is so good you want to do it again.
Yeah, that's the thing. It takes you to.
I got to do it again.
I take that back.
Oh,
it's so good, you have to do it again.
Oh, no. Is he going to do it
really
again?
load it up?
Tim dipped it.
Really load it up now.
Load it up.
Joey would have already gone through 2 pounds of this.
I know.
Yeah.
You're an amateur.
Oh.
You got to zone out.
This isn't going to get any easier, Timmy.
Zone it out.
Oh, he's going to sit there.
Look at the veins pop out.
Maybe it's best you don't speak.
There is a vein in your throat. I don't think most humans have that. What is that?
That's good.
Is that what Johnny would call the carotid artery?
Yeah, and his face really does.
You really
get
are
red.
turning red.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
that's
I'm glad
probably
you're
not
clear.
Your eyes are watering. You look like someone just gave you some very bad news and it involved death.
So the EMT is not here for Joey. It's for you.
Thank goodness gracious.
But what is it about food like this where it's kind of painful, but you sort of like it and you want to do more?
It's delicious.
It is good.
You know what? I think I've had enough.
What's Joey? What's the most painful food that you've had to eat a lot of?
Oh, there's been a couple. I did kimchi when I was in Korea.
Yeah.
Fermented cabbage. And that was really spicy.
Oh, boy.
That was awful. I'll never eat it again.
How much did you swallow?
I did just under 7 pounds.
Oh my God! Okay.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them, because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because, like, remember, like, when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates, and you go and you get coffee, and you see movies, and you talk, and you have this wonderful sex, and it's, I love you, and I love you. And then you go home, and I love my cable, and I love my refrigerator, I love my life. And then they move in, and then they're right in your face. Hi, we live together now. Hi. What are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was in a hotel room. And I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
The Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and
etc.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here at the sidekick chair.
Hi, Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our very special guest.
Well, thank you very much. We are joined in the studio by comedian Sam Miller. If you, how do I word this? You can't see Sam. Sam is a man of a certain size.
Unless you're watching YouTube.
A big fella. You can see him on the YouTube. That's right, the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. How tall are you, Sam?
I am 6'6". I am 360 pounds, 370 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've been doing cardio. So,
yes.
Yeah, and it's working. It's just my legs are bigger, and my middle's the same size.
Sure, you gained some of that muscle.
Yeah, it's good to see you. And now, by way of background, you are now you're a married man. Is this correct?
Very married.
Very married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really good at being married. It's really easy. I'm not into that. A lot of people are into the poly stuff. I don't.
Poly?
Yeah, they're
multiple,
poly,
right?
Polyamorous.
Oh, like a thruple, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 people?
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Thruple? No.
Yeah, I have a hard time with math, so I just one-on-one, baby. That's what I'm looking for.
No zone defense, right?
No.
Just
Man-to-man.
stay focused. Okay?
No, but that's great to be back. Thank you for having me back.
We'll check in with you in a matter of moments. I want to get a couple quick news headlines. Sitting in, as you can see, for Christy Lee, it's Jess Hooker. Looking good today, Jess.
Thanks, Tom.
There was some implication that I was saying, suggesting you had a lot of work done. I was referring to your house, not to your face.
Right. Yeah, no.
Work on our place.
Yeah, there we go. Now, yesterday we had a fascinating story about a guy that had a ruler tattooed on his finger.
Yes, we did.
So he must have been a carpenter or something.
He was a Navyman, wasn't he?
Yes. He worked on the ships.
A Navyman?
Yeah, a Navyman.
Is that what they call them?
Absolutely.
A seaman? Okay.
seaman?
Oh, they like to be called Navyman.
Oh, what?
So I thought it was interesting. He was able to, it'd be handy if you were a carpenter.
Don't you think people with tattoos are just generally filthy?
Oh, filthy.
Filthy people, right?
Filthy.
I don't trust them.
I noticed that you have a tattoo of an AK on your right arm. Is that it? Or-
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah. I tell you, I hate tattoos, and I hate them who wear them.
Yeah. A chick has
I'm showing you
You
my
know,
tattoos.
I got this gun tattoo to look tough, and then after I got sober, I got a job at a preschool, and they made me wear a sock on my arm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like Mick Foley.
Yeah, and the kids would be like, "What's wrong with your arm?" And I was like, "I got a boo-boo."
Oh, you should have totally turned that into a puppet. That would have been great. Puppet time.
And there's a hand grenade as well there.
Yeah. I used to have like a temper.
Yeah. That let people know, did it?
Yeah.
What about the fish?
What's on the other arm?
Well, I wanted the other arm to be chill because
So you got a fish?
balance.
I can't see.
There's
I
a
got
fish and a flower on
burbot,
this side,
and a daisy.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Very cool. Looks like a
That's a
pike.
big fish. And now, have you gotten any tattoos since your well publicized sobriety?
I got the seagull on my new ones that I got since I've been on the show. I got a seagull on my knee.
Okay.
Because I have a joke I used to do about how when I got sober, there was a rumor going around that I was eating seagull eggs, but it's not true. I never ate seagull eggs. That's a rumor.
Okay.
And I also just got the Capitol Theater sign from Olympia, Washington. And that's the theater that I woke up in front of on June 10th, 2008, my last day homeless, and also where I recorded my debut comedy album.
Oh,
Man, how cool is that?
That is cool.
Same theater. So
Very
it was
cool.
pretty cool.
Now, where's that one?
That's in Olympia, Washington.
No.
On your body.
Where's the tattoo? Sorry.
Yeah. I also got the tattoo in Olympia, and no, it's on my leg, and it's still healing. It still hurts a little bit. So.
Boy, that's a Netflix movie waiting to happen, right?
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the call. Yeah.
You woke up homeless on the street in your own vomit?
No.
Tom had did their own vomit.
I have no idea whose
I'm making
vomit
this
that
movie.
was.
Could have been his, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, like, didn't Jimi Hendrix die choking on his own
Yeah, but
vomit?
he didn't wake up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No wonder
Yeah.
it wouldn't be such a good movie, would it?
No, I woke up under a tarp with a homeless lady. We were doing tarp stuff. I'm not going to go into details.
Hey, Pat, you like the tarp stuff?
I was going to say, you don't have to
Outdoors,
be
little
homeless
tarps?
to do tarp stuff.
Yeah, you could do blanket stuff. You could,
But I always tell folks, like, I was homeless too. So it wasn't that weird at all.
Right.
That would have been weird if I woke up with like a middle class lady.
Oh, yeah.
Or vice versa.
If you were out wondering for tarps and weren't homeless.
some preppy frat guys banging a homeless babe at the front of the gutter.
You know how this works? You know how this show works, though?
You know, when you say it like that, it's not as hot as...
No.
Yeah, you really killed the vibe, Tom. Jeez.
You know, there's some housewife out there right now. That's her thing, is banging a homeless guy.
Yes.
Or maybe
Absolutely.
she just has her husband dress up like that.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Better possibility.
I
You
guarantee
doubt it.
No, you know it's out there.
I guarantee you it's out
Well,
there.
how long were you homeless, Sam?
It's complicated because I lived in a barn for a while.
Okay.
But I guess
that sounds nice.
Well, it's still technically homeless. Like,
Was anyone aware that you were living in the barn?
yeah, because they didn't want me in the house.
All right.
They were like, go to the barn. I was like Jesus. Like, what a deal.
Did you sleep in the hay? Or?
No, there wasn't any hay in
Straw?
the barn. No, I was upstairs. You know what's weird? This is a weird thing I used to do is I had a carpenter's pencil and I would write like math equations on the ceiling, but I don't know anything about math.
Okay.
I just wanted the next person that lived in the barn to think that the other person who lived there was really smart.
The Will Hunting one?
Yeah, no.
Matt
Because
Damon lived up there.
I watched that Beautiful Mind movie. And I was like, maybe I'm secretly a genius.
Wow, that's
Well,
fascinating.
didn't Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse sort of live in a barn?
He did indeed,
So
yeah.
you're,
He did.
you're in good company there.
Before they were popular.
But while you were without, what do they call it now? Temporarily unhoused?
No, it's
Just
they're
unhoused.
they're houseless. They're not homeless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, temporarily unhoused, I believe, is the current.
I used to work at a shelter, and I get why they use those terms because, like, if you're like, oh, that person's homeless, then like there's a lot of different types of homeless folks. A lot of reason people get homeless, so
Sure.
I get it. But also, I don't care what people call me.
Well, right.
I'm technically homeless because I don't live in an RV, so, right? You could be RV-less.
I'm yachtless.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
trailerless.
I see what you're saying.
Boatless.
Yeah.
So you're trying to put a positive spin on it.
Right now, I feel we're being classless. But,
No, I think tasteless. Is that it?
Sam, were you ever hit on by what Tom was asking about, like a housewife?
I would go home with women. Yeah, because
There you go.
Because
Did they know that you were going to stay?
Yeah, I tried. Every dog has his day.
Sure.
But usually I date these women and it'd take them like a week and a half and they'd be like, I've never seen his place. And it's like,
I actually have. We just drove by it.
Yeah.
That's my box.
Yeah, in a way, I have more homes than you.
Yes.
So how did you clean your clothes?
God, I can't believe I'm going to talk about this. But I used to just wear overalls. Like I had this one summer, all I wore was overalls and football cleats, and I would just jump in the lake, like my whole self. And
okay.
Yeah.
Did you say football cleats?
Yeah, I was a good football player in high school, and I went to my mom's house because I wore out my shoes, and all I could find was offensive lineman cleats, and I wore them until they became regular shoes, like the cleats.
You wore out the cleats?
That is efficient.
Yeah, because cleats don't really give that kind of traction on asphalt.
No,
that
I
they do
fell
on the
down.
field. Yeah, I bet so.
So you found women that found a shirtless guy wearing overalls with a lot of BO and cleats. They wanted to take
and he
you
was
home.
temporarily uncleated.
Yeah, I think they thought I was an artist or something.
Or a tap dancer.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
They were like, or they hated their dad. I don't know.
Either way, it worked out.
Probably the latter.
It's a win-win.
Sam Miller is our guest, and I brought up the tattoo thing because you have some prominent tattoos, but Ms. Hooker has actually had a couple of tattoos removed.
Yeah.
And they were in. They were on your fingers.
They
and
were
that's
on
what
my fingers, yeah. In college, I thought it would be funny to get a Fu Manchu tattooed on both of my
In
fingers.
other words, she's got a big line on the fingers.
You can't see it anymore. I had them removed.
You hold them up to your mouth. Show them how you do it.
You do this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been equally effective if I would have just had a Sharpie and drew them on there, but
on the occasion of a fun party.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, I had those. That was the first tattoo I
And you did have,
removed.
you had them technically, they were removed.
Removed, yeah, professionally.
Do you mind if I ask what that cost?
That one was like, I want to say like $1,200-$1,500 to have.
What?
Yeah, and right now I'm in the middle of having a sleeve removed, so
that's got to be thousands.
it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, those tattoos are cheap. That's why you're getting them.
Now, Sam,
Cheap and really, really hot. Okay.
Now, Sam, has anyone ever offered to? Would you want to get the whatever do you have sword and gun removed?
No, I don't know. It's a good reminder of kind of the person I was and who I was trying to be and who I'm not anymore and who I am. And also if anybody ever wants to be, and I think Chick, you'll understand, if anybody ever wants to be oh, I don't like that because he's got tattoos, it's all right, man, peace out, dude.
Yeah.
That's not a positive
Good filter.
in your
Yeah.
life. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Well, you had the sense not to put any on your face.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate trend I keep seeing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The world keeps moving forward.
I don't think that's forward motion.
No, but you really have to hunt to find a tattoo artist who would put something on your face.
Oh,
some of them don't do it. Yeah.
Some of them absolutely, and they don't.
They have standards, ethics.
They really interview you if you want to have a name. Tattooed anywhere. Yeah, they're really careful about that too. Yeah.
I had a friend of mine who went to prison in Northern California, and this was before face tattoos were a thing. And he came back, and his whole face was tattooed. And I remember seeing him and just being and gasping.
Yeah.
But now I see it.
Yeah.
I see it quite a lot.
Post Malone is kind of popularized.
Jelly roll.
Yeah.
But he got the tats in prison?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not gonna get any tattoos on my face. I got a cool face. And,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, and my body is gonna be what it's gonna be. So I should probably really focus on face.
What'd you say? You're 6 feet. What is it?
6'6".
You got
and I'm 370 right now. I always say 360, but I'm 370. But I went to the doctor. My blood pressure's good. It's not good, but it's safe. You know?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. You have a lot of tattooable real estate, if you will, on your body.
Oh. Yeah.
Vast amounts of flesh.
I got a joke about that, about big women. Really? And I love big women, and it's nice because they got more room for tattoos.
Larger canvas.
It's
is
fun,
your
Be careful.
A woman of a certain size.
She is, and I love it.
Yeah, Sam has told us many that he loves the bigger women.
She rules. She's large. I like big women. That's what I'm into. I've always been a romantic too. You know, I like to make a little bath, like draw a bath, but you don't put too much water in there.
Sure.
With the big lady.
I know what this is Archimedes rule.
Displacement.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
That's right.
There you go.
Is that Archimedes?
Yeah,
absolutely.
he was way ahead of his time. Yeah, he was bathing big, beautiful women.
Yeah, and he learned. Yeah.
He learned.
A lot of people learn that rule when they're doing that turkey thing with the deep fryer.
Oh, sure.
And they put the oil in, and then they put the turkey in, and the oil catches the house on fire because there's too much. That's Archimedes right there. That'd be a good tattoo. Now, when we come back, we'll get to some interesting stuff in the news. We're hanging out with comedian Sam Miller.
And let me tell you about Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system, and named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News World Report, and Newsweek awarded Simply Safe Best Customer Service in Home Security. Simply Safe has sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, and indoor and outdoor high-def cameras to keep watch day and night, and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can help stop crime in real time by speaking to intruders through the wireless indoor camera, warning them that they're being recorded and authorities are on their way. No contract and a 60-day money-back guarantee. You can try Simply Safe risk-free, and if you don't love it, send the system back for a full refund. Simply Safe has given us and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind. You can't put a price on that. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Just ask Chick McGee. You were the first one of us to do this.
I did it a long time ago.
Way before we were talking about him on the radio. And,
True enough.
You did it yourself.
I did.
And if you can do it, I think you're a man with certain handy attributes. But your attributes have served you well.
Thank you.
But perhaps you'll be able to do this to your place. It'll be great. Simply Safe. Read the reviews. People love it. When we come back, comedian Sam Miller hanging out with us. We've also got some cool stuff from NASA involving the eclipse. And happy birthday to a duck coming up. There was a party.
Oh.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She go, well, this weekend Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not. It's not
totally
Tom.
not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and you're when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry. That's a really creepy tongue
That was like
wiggle,
a
isn't it?
lizard
What was that? I missed
snake.
it.
No, you don't want to see
say let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting with my back to
You're
them.
sipping some annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
You look away, and then he goes with his tongue, implying that
creepy pink thing come out of his face. Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure
during the
would.
Bob and Tom Show? Walk this way.
Okay. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, no, this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number
and
one.
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number one or number two?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing. Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone?
Get your
Because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Hi, this is Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last 5 years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
And,
everything. Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added
this
into it.
really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right? It's like you have to you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find
Eat all the other
yourself
things.
like say you're on a date and your date is?
I make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
So
I sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to all
17
rules.
dates in the last weekend.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom are...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's a party, and Tom just told me we've got a lot to get to. So let's
We certainly do.
get to Tom.
That would include our guest. He is comedian Sam Miller. Sam Miller is a big man. He could easily portray a NFL lineman, perhaps recently retired. How old are you? I have no idea.
I'm 41.
Yeah, okay.
I think about the football thing sometimes. I did play football in high school. I was really good, but unfortunately, that's when the drug problem really started to rear its ugly head, and it did not work out.
Yeah, but you're a big guy. I'm trying to say. I know this is radio. They can't see how large you are.
Yeah.
Not in a excessively corpulent, obese, flabby way, but in a large, hulking,
I've never
intimidating, scary.
Corpulent. I don't have no. That's
Very proportionate.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
There
No,
you go.
yeah.
That's nicely put.
Yeah.
Nicely put.
Yeah,
but scary.
I am.
He's not scary at all.
He's lovable, gentle.
I don't think he's scary at all.
He's a gentle giant.
Chick and I are both terrified. Back me up on this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, we were discussing your
I don't
tattoos.
want him to crush me. I mean, he's just going to reach out and squeeze my head.
So you said your wife is also a large lady, to be kind. How do you like to describe her? Rubenesque?
Beautiful.
Or Rubens-esque?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, I call her beautiful and amazing, and I miss her, and I can't wait to get back home.
Yes, good for you, Sam.
I'm being complimented.
No, you're not.
No.
That's the thing. Anytime you say to be kind, it's the meanest part of the sentence.
Usually.
You haven't said chunkles yet.
Yeah, but you have.
Implied.
Yeah.
No, because he was saying that she was a large gal, so she had more room for tattoos.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having my back.
Well, he'd have her back, but it's too big.
Tom scares me on some levels, but on some levels, not at all.
Sam, you jokingly said that
Kick his ass, Sam. Kick his ass.
Your wife has a lot of room for tattoos.
Yeah, and she's beautiful.
So what does she? So I'm trying to get to something, but Josh keeps interrupting me.
Oh, okay.
What kind of tattoos does she have?
She's got all kinds of stuff, man. My favorite tattoo she has is of a pinup girl, like nursing, and she got that after our first son was born.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool. And she's got a lot of stuff. She's got a Gilda Radner tattoo.
Nice.
Which I'm really
a portrait of Gilda?
It's kind of like they have like the $13 on the 13th. You know about this? On Friday the 13th, a lot of tattoo shops, they run these
They
specials.
do, yeah. And you get to pick one of the ones that they post, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and she picked the Gilda Radner tattoo.
And by the way, on a very sad note, Joe Flaherty died.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
The great
Count Floyd.
SCTV actor. But yeah, so
is he the guy he was in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, Jackass.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on Freaks and Geeks. He did the fake late night host on SCTV. Just
Count Floyd.
Really hilarious. And who else? I'm trying to think of the other.
He was also Guy Caballero.
There you go.
He was the general manager of SCTV.
Very funny.
He was in a wheelchair but didn't need it. Yeah. He'd hop out of the wheelchair when he got mad.
Very, very nice.
Okay.
Now,
we're going to be there, I guess.
No, we're acknowledging. Look, it's Jess Hooker over there.
Here I am.
You ever see a Linda Ronstadt album from about 1979?
I got my hair cut, and there's lots of feathering and bangs. And
I think you look great. I think it's fun.
Thanks. I like it, too.
Yeah.
I like it. I know it's not necessarily popular, but I'm into
very
it.
nice.
Thank you.
I'm a great guy because I love all haircuts.
Oh, yeah.
All haircuts.
That's a good lesson to learn.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's really.
I hate most. I think the current fashion for men I can't stand with the shaved side. Guys look like they're poodles.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They look like they're in the Hitler Youth.
Well, you're going to hate this. I'm this close to getting a pixie cut. Just
who hates that?
I know Tom does.
Oh, I don't know that I was
heterosexual men. Anybody else?
No way, man.
I
That
like
can
a
be
pixie.
real cute. Yeah.
I think they're hot.
Do you hear what you say before you say it, or you just blurt it out?
Sorry. Han and I are both on that list.
Yes, Han. Yeah, he is.
Don't give yourself the butch haircut, ladies, unless you're
I love women with really short hair.
Yeah.
Because I had the hots for Sigourney Weaver and Aliens.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Man, I also like girls that fight aliens.
So maybe it's that.
Super hot.
There you go.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. So sorry. So you're gonna get the old flat top.
I like every 10 years, I just chop it all off, and we're coming to that time.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
How short?
Like just a pixie. It's short.
She's not going to go Gozer the Gozerian.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, it's not going to be a buzz cut or anything. There's going to be a style to it.
Could we vote? Could we have like a audience participation thing?
I don't think so.
No, I don't. Fine.
Are you going to ever admit how preoccupied you are with hair and haircuts, and because you're bald? Does that enter into this conversation?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Has Sam seen your sideburns, though? I don't think you do a service.
Tom's significant other is out of town, and when she's gone, he doesn't have to shave his sideburns. So.
He looks like Millard Fillmore.
It looks like those little kid hats that you tie at the bottom.
I would consider that an insult if it weren't an insult. No, don't cut your hair. Your hair looks great.
He's gonna
do whatever you want, Jess.
Thanks, Josh.
You can do whatever you want.
Do you want to have a job here?
No.
What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You get fired?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Would it be the worst?
What a blessing.
No more therapy. Woo!
You like how about a bun, Sam? You said you don't mind any haircut.
A messy bun?
Ponytails make me nervous.
Oh.
Ponytail through the baseball cap?
Like, I'm working on it.
No, I love the ponytail baseball cap.
I do too.
That's super sexy.
I feel like people with ponytails, it's like, all right, you got long hair. What? Like, everybody knows. Like, what are you trying to hide with your ponytail? You know. Also, I knew this dude named Turtle.
Yes.
When I was in high
With
school.
a D or turtle with 2 T's?
2 T's.
Okay.
Is there a different way to spell it? Oh,
In his scatological world, yes.
Yeah. And that dude was a terrible person.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I thought he was really cool because he had a girlfriend and he sold acid, and I thought that was pretty cool. But
turns out he's not good.
Not a great guy. Yeah.
That's a shame to know. Back at the news desk, what's happening over there, Jess?
Experts at NASA are allaying certain fears and dispelling myths about Monday's solar eclipse. The space agency stressed that eclipses do not poison any food that is prepared during the event.
That's got to be an ancient wives' tale.
I beg to differ.
You think it may?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What would be the best way to have people partake if the food is poison? Tell them it's not poison. Of course.
Hey, man. You're right.
How would a celestial event affect the food?
The lunar rays of the.
That's right.
Never heard of a chocolate eclipse.
Maybe you might not know if your chicken's done. Because
Right.
there's no light.
There's no light.
So is the problem here that people are concerned about eating for the 4 minutes of totality?
As Dr. Kelly Corrick, NASA's Eclipse Program Manager, told Food and Wine magazine that the sun's light or radiation is just focused differently in the shadow of the moon, but its basic properties do not change during an eclipse.
No kidding. Of course.
She assured it is safe to eat snacks during the eclipse. This pisses me off. This is just dumb.
However, dragons will walk the earth.
Whoa.
That's
more alarming.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of, I assume that there are a whole bunch of recipes out there to celebrate.
Maybe. I haven't looked.
Like eclipse and salsa maybe?
Chocolate eclipse or whatever.
Chocolate eclipse.
Or you could just have like a moon pie.
Oh, that's fun.
With sun chips.
We do have
a moon
cute.
cake.
That's cute, Josh.
Yeah,
that's
thank
very
you.
good.
We do have the Krispy Kreme Oreo.
The Krispy Kreme Oreo.
Yeah.
Oh, that story. I have it, yeah.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme and Oreo. I mean, anytime Krispy Kreme gets involved, I'm happy.
That makes my
Hold
teeth
on.
hurt. Man, oh man.
Sam, you like
Here we
the
go.
donuts?
I do. You know, people thought eclipses was like a monster was eating the sun.
Yes, they thought it was being swallowed.
And it was crazy, and I think they used to like sacrifice humans. They'd be like they'd just kill humans, and then the eclipse would stop, and they'd be like, it worked.
Yeah, it's a problem that it was verified.
34 humans. Like that's how many. That's how you got to get them.
Remember this for next time.
Yeah, it's rough.
Krispy Kreme and Oreo are teaming up to make a donut for the upcoming solar eclipse. The Total Solar Eclipse Donut is an original glazed donut dipped in black chocolate icing, adorned with silver sprinkles, piped with a buttercream, made with Oreo pieces, and topped with a whole Oreo cookie in the center.
Yeah, I'd try 8 of those.
Krispy Kreme's Total Solar Eclipse Donut will be available Friday, April 5th through Monday, April 8th, while supplies last.
Sounds good.
And if you don't have the glasses, you can hold these over your eyes and you can watch. Oh, no, that's not true.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's gorgeous.
You could serve that at a wedding, and people will be like, "This is fantastic."
And it does kind of look like an eclipse.
It kinda does.
The Oreo is the main part of the shadow. The Corona is the what is the
icing?
Is that? Oh, that looks.
I have to have some. Yes, and I said some.
And these are available.
I would like to see the real one. That's obviously an artist's rendition of
Photograph.
a donut. Yeah, no, it's not a photograph.
Photoshop.
Photograph.
These damn AI donuts get me every time.
Yeah, these AI. Yeah.
Krispy Kreme is also going to be served at McDonald's. We found out in some places.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great?
So that makes it really easy to use Krispy Kreme donuts as buns on your Big Mac or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Delicious. Thank you very much. What else you got over there?
Oh, there's a box of them. Okay.
Okay. A Cape Town man has been reunited with his iPad a decade after it was stolen from him in Paris. Mr. Fritz Bruder said that in March of 2014, he was traveling through France when he was robbed.
Look at Fritz over there in the corner just brooding.
We all looked. Bruder recalled, my iPad, passport, train tickets, and cash were stolen from my backpack. Last week, exactly 10 years to the date, he received a call from a woman informing him that she had his iPad. Bruder said he initially brushed the call off as a scam, but she explained that she had purchased the iPad online and discovered his information and his photos were on it. He said what made the tale even more amazing was that the woman worked in Blåbergstrand, about a mile from where he lives.
So he lives in South Africa. Wow.
Blåbergstrand?
A city called Blåbergstrand.
Blåbergstrand?
I'm not sure what it is, but that's where he lives. None of the stuff on the iPad probably, you can't, at this point, I assume it's what's on it will stay on it, but you can't
you
use
can't
it.
update it. No, probably not. Yeah.
It's probably...
But he probably had some pretty private pictures. Don't you
That's
guys
cool.
store your private pictures on your iPad, not on your phone?
I don't have an iPad.
Oh.
I got a PlayStation from a pawn shop one time. And there was like saved games on the memory card. And it made me really sad because like the characters were named. It was like, oh, like some guy sold his kid's PlayStation. And now I'm playing it. And it was such a
That is a bummer.
I didn't think of that till you said that. Now I'm bummed out.
I mean, is there a place where they collect? Because antique tech stuff would be, 10 years old? It's pretty much done.
Yeah.
There's collectors, yeah. My friend Brent does that. He collects old.
I know we had. We had one of the original Apple computers that sold for $1 million.
Wow.
But a 10-year-old iPad is a limited use. Will it even take the newer stuff?
I'm sure you could update it, maybe, but not much is going to run on it.
That's what my mom's got. My mom's got like a 10-year-old iPad.
Yeah.
Probably suits her just fine.
Yeah, I have to fix it all the time for her.
You fix it?
Yeah, well, she doesn't get Wi-Fi and stuff like that. My mom doesn't get, like, whenever she's on a long-distance phone call, she yells because the person
they're
is
far
farther
away.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, like her brother lives in Florida, and I can tell when she's talking because she's like, Huey.
That makes sense. Well, good for her. Coming up, we have a nice letter about Josh.
Oh,
because by the way, Josh is
Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh quit sending letters.
And the album Half Fat, which is Josh's recent album. And I will also remind you that we're going to be doing a special live show with Josh and Pat Godwin, Willie G, Jeff Oskey, coming up this Friday night, Charleston, West Virginia. That's where we'll be. And then, by the way, Pat Godwin has a special show coming up on Saturday, Richmond, at the 4th Floor Blues Club. And I should also point
Where's that? Is that on the 4th floor?
Yeah. Could be.
The very haunted 4th floor.
Sam Miller is going to be doing a special show at Steve's Hot Dogs in St. Louis, Missouri tonight.
Oh, right on.
And Sam has a album out too, right?
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah.
Look at that, Tom.
That's cool.
Good guys.
Cool. Hunk of vinyl. Look at
on
that.
vinyl. And then Sam is going to be this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, at Four Shays in Wichita, Kansas. You can see Sam Miller live and in person. Right now, I want to talk about food again. This time I want to talk about HelloFresh. HelloFresh has all kinds of great stuff, as you know, and they've upped the ante. Over 45 recipes to choose from each week, and it's not just the recipe. They give you the food. That's right, the food is in the box. You buy the box, you get the food, and they've already got it all measured for you. You put it together, and I want to point this out. They now have over 30 calorie-smart and protein-smart options on the menu each week. So if you're trying to stay on those food goals, now's your chance. Every HelloFresh box packed with fresh ingredients, hence the name, and everything arrives, like I said, pre-portioned. So it's all measured out. You just put it together. What are you working on over there, Jess?
I've got a recipe for cheesy prosciutto wrapped chicken over spaghetti with Tuscan spice marinara. Fresh, delicious ingredients prepped and prepared in 30 minutes.
It's HelloFresh. HelloFresh, a new code, HelloFresh.com/BTS. How sweet. Why how sweet? Because we're talking about desserts now. A free dessert for life in each box as long as you keep that subscription active. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BTS. How sweet. Check it out. HelloFresh.com/BTS, like Bob Tom Show. BTS, how sweet. We're coming back with comedian Sam Miller and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Joe DeRosa is sitting in with us right now. Joe, what else is going on in your life? What about your personal background? Big family, small background, a small family? What?
I'm in a relatively small family that I was adopted into. Yes.
Interesting.
And I know what...
You were adopted into the DeRosa family?
Yes, I was. And I know what everybody is wondering, because I always, did you ever look for your real parents?
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to know. I saw that on Maury. Did you ever try to find your real parents? No, I pretty much took the hint, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, when they abandoned me, I was like, that's probably the end of that.
Probably no sense in looking for him. Really, I got you. Okay.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of
dropping a dime on mom and dad.
A lot of gold comedy down this road.
Yeah. And now I have a very my mother was very overprotective through my whole life, and but she's very involved in my life, and she calls me almost every day, and holds me hostage on the phone for hours on end. While she's at this age where she just holds me on the phone and just asks me all these really annoying questions, and she won't let me hang up, and it just sounds like I'm having really bad phone sex for like an hour. I'm just like, yes. Oh, God. Yes! I already told you what I was wearing.
This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I have something new?
Check it out.
That's a hat. I know you like wearing hats, Bob.
I love wearing hats.
Bob likes.
Check this bitch out.
This is from the greatest racing venue in the world, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I didn't know that they made a hat this big. This hat was actually worn by A.J. Foyt.
All right.
I was going to ask you if you could fit in it.
It's a little bit big.
Let me have that hat.
This
that's big as a laundry basket, isn't it?
It really is. It's huge.
It says one size fits most.
Give it to Bob.
I
Very
wish
nice.
I had that hat when I was playing guitar on the street corners.
Yeah.
This is
now fill it up.
Yeah, fill her up.
the logo of the great Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Of course, the
That's
home
hilarious.
of the Indy 500 coming up in the month of May.
Oh, that's just great.
But that is a nice
Look at
big
that.
hat. Thank you.
Yeah, You got to work the brim there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind trying it on?
Oh, I don't mind at all. Let me get the brim set first.
We need to get a picture of this on our website. Okay, Bob is setting the brim, which he's very good at.
Well, this is kind of a flexible brim here.
Okay, there we go. Put it on. Okay.
There you go. It's all right.
Hey, what's happening, cool cats? All right. Hey, Coach, I'm ready to go in.
Okay, we'll
you should
wear a shot of that for the website.
Tip of the hat to you, Christy.
Oh, thank you.
You could actually wear that over a fireman's helmet.
Yeah, you could.
You should wear that all the time and say.
And just say, what? What are you looking at?
What hat?
What happened? I just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pipe. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, I. Yeah, that's good. That's the I bird.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
I'll tell you what I sound like when I make love to a woman. Yeah. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I call it making like. When I make like to a woman, I sound like a very scared man who's crossing a very thin sheet of ice. And all he's trying to do is get to the side alive. Sounds something like this. Oh, my God. I'm so scared. I can do this. Oh, thank God that's over with. Oh, my God. I have to lay down. That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess is here, and Josh, and Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby, I'm Chick. And hello, Tom. We have a special guest.
He is comedian Sam Miller on his way to St. Louis, where he will be this evening on stage at it's a hot dog shop. What is it exactly?
Steve's Hot Dogs.
Steve's Hot Dogs.
My second time.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to be in Kansas City, but I was like, no. I'd rather go to St. Louis.
We have hot dogs in the news today. Apparently, some hot dog water being sold, hot dog soda water at 7-Eleven. Also, I should point this out. Wichita, Kansas, look out because Thursday through Saturday, Vorshay's will be the home for Sam Miller and some great live stand-up comedy. Got a nice letter about you, Josh.
Well, what happened?
This comes to us, let's see, who's this from? This is from Jared in Colorado Springs. Tell Josh, my wife got me the Josh Arnold album entitled Half Fat on vinyl, signed by Josh. It's now on display in my man cave.
Oh, very cool.
Wow. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Now, Josh, once again, will be on stage with us this weekend, along with Pat Godwin, Willie G., Jeff Oskey, yours truly. Christy will be there. West Virginia is the place, Charleston, for a special evening show. Hope to see you there. We're also doing the morning show live from West Virginia coming up on Friday morning. Now, in the studio, as I mentioned, it's the big man. He is Sam Miller. And Sam, how many kids do you have?
Two. One of them's on purpose.
How old are they, man?
13 and 10. They're on spring break right now.
Fun.
Yeah, they're wonderful. Big heads. I got big-headed kids.
Oh.
It's fine. Real big. When it rains, their shoulders don't get wet.
Wow.
Those are some big heads. Are they, you're a very large man. Are they also broad-shouldered, big, tough?
It looks like they're going to be big. It's strange because, like, my wife's dad is short, And so you never know. Because that's genes. I don't know. Science is magic. I don't really understand it. But sometimes I didn't know what to expect. So they do seem like they're going to be enormous.
Are they boys, girls, both?
They're 2 boys, and they are boys indeed. And they're disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially my 13-year-old. He is super disgusting. I love him to death, and but he's gross right now. So
Yeah, they do that.
yeah.
That'll happen.
What's he up to gross-wise?
Oh, geez. Just the smells.
Fighting, fighting every shower.
Yeah. I'm like, you should take a shower. He's like, I don't want to. And I'm like, that's weird.
You should take a shower.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with the shower. I've always loved the shower.
Yeah?
Even as a 13-year-old.
No kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. And
How many showers a day do you take on average?
Maybe a couple.
Yeah. I was going to say
one when I get up. I'd take one before I go to bed.
At least 2.
Sometimes,
one after
depending on which gym I go to, I may take one there too.
Oh, there's some gym showers you don't like?
There have to be. Some of them suck.
Yeah, one of them is right. I just go to my house. It's
It's too
Do
close.
you wear your
Gotcha.
slippers in the gym shower?
I do not, and I think I may have to start.
Yeah.
Get you some shower shoes.
Especially after we had the news story today about gym equipment is 300 times more dirty than the average toilet seat.
In jail, you always wear your shoes.
In jail?
Thongs?
Yeah, when you take a shower in jail, you always wear your slippers.
Yeah.
And
a chastity belt.
Yeah. Sometimes you strap the slippers to your ass.
The old ass.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
How long were you in jail?
Oh, geez. About a year, all in all. But it was different chunks of time. I never did more.
Was this
than
county or was this the big
It was
house?
county, but they sent me to a place called the Yakima Jail, which was terrible. It was just a terrible place, and which I guess is kind of the point of jail.
Right.
But they kind of went above and beyond with their terribleness. But yeah, it was not fun. There was a guy who used to steal my deodorant when I was in jail. And I knew he was stealing my deodorant because his hair, he is a redhead. And I'd look at my deodorant and there'd be red hairs on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is terrible. And I had to call him out because if you let stuff slide like that in jail, it's like you're going to have a problem.
Right.
It's your rep.
And I was like, hey, man, I see your hair. You're using my deodorant. Right. And then so I used it and I looked where my hairs were and I was like, all right, here we go. And then the next day, this is a true story, I picked up my deodorant and it was my hairs on it. But they had moved. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This dude took my hairs off the deodorant, used it, took his off, and then put my hairs back on it. So, and I looked at him, I was like, this is why you're in here.
Yeah.
Holy hell, that's the perfect crime.
Kind of clever, really.
Sam, I got a question for you.
Hit me.
If you were in jail, would you expect to watch the eclipse?
I don't think they would. I don't know. Some
jails are apparently not
came up
letting
this morning
people watch the eclipse.
I went to a jail one time in Buckley, Washington. Shout out Buckley. It was the nicest jail I've ever been to.
Oh.
I got there. They let us stay up late and watch wrestling. This was a redneck jail.
All right.
And also I told the guard that I was hungry and he gave me an extra sandwich that his wife made.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but they told us, like, if you mess up, you're going here. And they showed me this dungeon. And I was like, okay, I'll be good. But then there's places like the Yakima jail where it seems like they were taking extra pleasure in making our lives extra horrible. And it was already bad.
Yeah, sure.
It's jail.
Right.
But, man, that place was...
Did you have a roommate, if you will?
It was an annex, so you're in a room with like 40 other dudes. There's 40 dudes upstairs, 40 dudes downstairs, something like that. It's called an annex.
Mm-hmm.
It is farting and snoring, and it is uniquely terrible, you know? So...
All right.
Farting and snoring.
Farting and snoring.
I don't see you doing very well in a jail atmosphere, Tom, with 39 other guys.
Hey, fellas, let's do some calisthenics.
There you go.
Well, we're getting reports now. Tom has just entered the prison, and he's dead.
Hey, Tom would rule the block.
Okay, let's.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Let's get back to the news desk. What have you got over there?
A Tennessee man was arrested after allegedly firing several shots into the air to celebrate
Hanukkah.
April Fool's Day.
his divorce.
Oh.
According to an arrest report, Metro Nashville police officers responded to shots fired call and located the 26-year-old suspect, Craig Jose Miller, at the scene. After the 26-year-old...
Wait a minute.
Craig Jose?
One of these things is not like the other.
Did you say one of these things is not?
That would have been funnier. Pretty funny.
After
this story gets worse very quickly.
After the 26-year-old was taken into custody, he admitted that he had just divorced his wife and fired 8 rounds as a celebration. At the scene, Miller's friend advised officers that Miller had bomb-making material in a black backpack.
Why would she leave him?
He's a go-getter, man.
Exactly. I think the story already pays off with she's the winner.
Yeah.
And what kind of his friend goes, by the way, he's got bomb-making material in the backpack he just stole.
Yeah, this led law enforcement to close the roadway and establish a perimeter while the backpack was searched. Authorities reported stolen property from the vehicle break-in that occurred earlier that night where the backpack was found. Officers confirmed that the gun used in the incident was also stolen from the break-in. Miller kicked an officer in the stomach while being placed into custody and reportedly told law enforcement he was going to kill all of them regardless if he had handcuffs on or not.
I see.
That's a bold move. Call your shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he'll be. He just got rid of his life partner and is about to be sentenced to probably 5 to life for assaulting a police officer. Coming up, we have more delights, including a great duck story in the news.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big duck fan.
So, you own a duck.
And also, we have more cool NASA news. Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I've got something that'll cheer you up. We often record announcements for various stations along the Bob and Tom radio network.
Right.
And the other day...
I'd hope you'd forgotten about this.
The other day we were recording something, and you guys, as usual, were...
I honestly forgot about it. I do not know what this is.
Are you kidding?
I'm not.
We were joking around.
So we were reading this commercial for an interesting place, a fine place, and... we had to. These are what you would call an outtake version of it, where we will not be.
We're not going to put them on our albums. The 50 studio outtake album.
Oh, see, people would want to hear that.
It's like the Beatles again.
Just like they'd want to hear Josh yesterday saying something bad.
Slip of the.
He just said the S word.
It was an accident. I shouldn't be doing that.
FCC doesn't recognize that as the so-called S word.
I was in a vulnerable spot.
I know you were.
I've apologized. I had no idea. I thought it was a part of the gag. Once again, Josh and Chip dressed up as the girls in the little girl twins in The Shining. It was brilliantly hilarious.
It was very funny.
Everything about it was funny. I think we have some photographs in the various Bob and Tom social media
wigs,
platforms.
by the way. Hands off to you.
Yeah, I may have kept it.
Okay, here we go. This is.
I would have.
Well, this is what it sounds like when we've had a long day. We're trying to record a few.
Yeah, if you think we don't get along on the air, wait till you hear this.
So this has been beeped. This is the beep one, I'm assuming, over here, Dean. Okay.
Oh my God! No, why would he give you a non-beeped version?
Maybe he's. Well, Dean's close to retirement. He might like to see the.
But see, and maybe it's me, but it's like, well, of course he forgot to beep everything. Yeah.
Do you guys remember the time that happened?
One time.
That's one of my favorite things ever.
In 90,000 shows, one time, he forgot to beep it.
God, that was funny.
It was funny.
We were playing back something that had been beeped, but they just missed one of them.
Yes.
And the one they missed was the big one.
I'll blow your... Oh, God. Yeah.
Head off.
Okay, so here we go. Here's how it goes. We're trying to read a commercial.
Bless you.
Knock that off.
Out. Off. Anytime, Tom. What, are you having a little moment there? A little tea? He's rolling. Yes.
I thought you gave me the wait sign. Sorry, they're all chomping at the bit in here.
Might as well be on the air. Hi. You thinking about for Thanksgiving.
I'm sexually frustrated just trying to fill out the damn dating app.
How about adult toys, lingerie, lubes, lotion, potions?
Okay, here we go. It's the Low Country's premier adult store. What kind of stuff do they have, Chick?
What kind of stuff do they have, Tom?
Adult toys. Ooh. So you're supposed to answer.
Oh, sorry.
What kind of stuff do they have, Chick?
Well, adult toys, lingerie, lubes, lotions, potions.
Leave the family fireworks at the Thanksgiving table and have some fireworks in the bedroom with your loved one.
Oh, did you guys know that has the best bachelorette supplies?
Oh, cool. I know they have fun furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
A straw?
Well, they probably have those. I don't know that I would sip from one. But.
Right.
And of course, Josh, they have novelties.
All right.
You're novel.
Now, Josh, why don't you do the tag at the end?
Let's see. Of course, novel.
Son of a bitch.
That's
it's the only part. The only part you read verbatim. It's pretty
Verbatim,
simple. That means in Latin, read the whole thing.
Sorry. The Low Country's premier adult store, $29.92 Ashley Phosphate Road, or online at guiltypleasuressc.com.
Why does it always sound like you're running out of air when you read stuff? Online at
It doesn't not sound at all like that. God, Tom.
He goes at the end. He goes at Guilty Pleasures. He can barely get the C's out of air.
Yeah, I did run out of air there.
And we learned what verbatim meant.
I knew what it meant.
Well, you were going so slow. We had places to go.
What kind of furniture do they have?
I don't know.
Well, here's what happens.
Guilty. Go online and look it up.
I'm
I
sure
bet they have
sex chairs or swings.
Do
Yeah.
they sell those? Do they sell those male member straws?
Haven't you ever had a Chinese basket shop?
I'm going to say no.
What is that?
Well, she hangs in a basket, and then you put her
and you
on
spin
and you
her
spin her.
around?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I'm going to have to try this.
You know what is, then she vomits all over you from. That sounds awful. What a weird, kinky guy you are.
You got the football program. You know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as Harvard, you get the school football game might break on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy, and you're listening to the Bob and Tom Radio.
Dwight Slade is our guest. But I've been fired from every job I've ever had. That's true. I've never been.
Have you really?
Yes. Personal record, 3 hours at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's right. I got a plaque from the Colonel. I was 18. They hired me as a cashier. That's smart. Let's take an aspiring comedian and put him in between fat people and their food. What could go wrong? I'm there 3 hours. This guy comes walking up to the counter. Yeah, what's the difference between your 2-piece dinner and your 4-piece dinner? Well, let's take a look at it. Let me get out my calculator. I have to log on to the internet here. Wonder if it could be 2 pieces of chicken. Wonder if that could be it. Wonder if you could have figured that out if you sat in a honey pot like Pooh Bear and think, 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 think. Fired.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pete Peterman, thank you, for God's sake.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Here's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Sorry to bother you.
I never know if it's the one where you just say every name and then we don't say anything.
Okay.
I need to know when it's call and respond.
Okay.
Jess, I thought you. This is Josh here. I thought you also where it seems to me that you're having a bit of the third days in a row.
It does. Wednesday hits. It hits different. You come in Monday, you're excited. You come in Tuesday, you're still a little excited. Wednesday, you're like, this sucks.
How do you guys do this every damn day?
Getting up a little early.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hello.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom. We got a special guest, Tom. Say hi.
You can see his massive leg.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took a nice picture of. That's a great tattoo. It's Sam Miller. I'm sorry, Sam Miller is our guest. Sam is a man of a certain size. Would you say 372, 2 yards high?
You know,
what is it? 2 yards high.
My third time on the show, and I love it because I stay the same size. It's amazing. I'm into it, man. I love it.
But I mean, you have a tattoo on your leg, and it goes from sort of your knee down to your ankle. It's a big one.
Yeah, and it's the marquee from the historic Capitol Theater in Olympia, Washington.
It's beautiful, and the reason you have it is because
I woke up in front of there June 10th, 2008, my last night on the streets, and I recorded my album there, which was April 24th, 2 years ago was when I recorded.
That's a cool cyclical thing.
I really love stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's part of my being in recovery is I kind of pay attention to things like that. I don't know what's going on. I'm not one of those folks. I'm not here to talk about that. But sometimes things work out in a certain way, and I go, maybe I'm connected to ways and things I don't understand.
So on the one leg, you have the triumphant return to the Capitol Theater. Have you considered the other leg
a tarp?
You lying there with some toothless babe.
I think that would defeat the purpose of the one.
No, it's kind of a yin yang.
Yeah. I talk about it because I like to think that maybe I was her bottom too. And maybe she's like, oh, I woke up with this homeless guy. I don't know why she's talking. I'm not going to impress her. She's like, I woke up with a homeless guy under a tarp in front of the Capitol Theater, and she does comedy about me.
There you go.
It's like yin and yang, but under a tarp.
I call him the Crusher. I learned a valuable lesson. Get on top, for God's sake. The man's huge.
Can I ask you a question? What ring size is that?
It is huge.
It is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
Can
I see how big your hand?
Yeah, here, you can wear it. Yeah.
You got it.
Now you have to make love to my wife.
That's
Put the ring on. Sorry.
Works for me. She sounds beautiful.
She's wonderful.
Two
of Jess's fingers and one of
yeah.
I actually had to get because my finger got too big. And I had to get a new wedding ring.
Wow.
And I was on the road without a wedding ring.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You were. Was causing some problems.
Well, Josh, if you go out on the road with your wife, how are you going to get laid?
That's exactly right, Chick.
Come on.
Yeah. I had to have some hard conversations with some folks. It makes me feel for the women people in my life. Getting a little harassed after shows, I have women come up to my merch table, and they'll have their chest out, and they'll be like, "Do you got anything that'll fit these?" And I'm like, yeah, I got all sizes.
Right.
Size
inclusive. Yeah.
It's funny. As much as I'm this crazy dude who used to do meth, I was raised Catholic, and I'm kind of by the book.
Yeah. All right.
I don't get too wild.
Yeah.
In the bedroom.
Well, and you're in love with your wife.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Chick always said when he was on the road that no one is angrier than a woman who's been rejected, especially in those.
If you're not flirting back, you're going to get your ass kicked somehow. I can tell you that.
I can't figure out if people are flirting with me. I just think everybody's an idiot like me, and we're all just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're just hanging out.
Yeah,
you don't know they're laying it down.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Do you want me to hold your shirt or wipe off the table with it?
Yeah, and it's also strange, too, because, I was homeless for so long, and it's not like people were, chasing me. A lot of women knew, and they were not interested.
Yeah.
They
weren't chasing you. They were shooing you.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What do they call? They call groupies hockey puck bunnies. Right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Every sect has their groupie.
Baseball
so what do they call?
It's called chuckle.
Yeah, comedians have chuckle.
Oh, yeah, chuckle effers, yeah.
What is that? Chuck holes?
No, chuckle.
Like chuckle, laughing.
Chuckle C's? What?
Chuckle F.
No, F.
I like the way
F.
Tom did
Oh.
it. Chuckle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
So are you asking if...
That's what I didn't know. No, I was Pat answered my question before I asked it. What do they call it in the comedian world?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask in the homeless world.
Oh, okay. What do you call homeless groupies? I don't know if there's a...
like hobo...
Hang in there.
So what are you asking? I mean, are you suggesting that there are women who are attracted to homeless men?
I was not. I was talking about the comedian world. Josh said that maybe there are women
and
who...
there absolutely, yes.
Like bum effers?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there are women out there who are compassionate and,
Sure.
Well, I'm not sure if
that is true.
If they really want
there
it.
is that.
They have
sexual realm that they're exploring.
I think Ace is talking about like the rescuers, the women who always think they're going to be able to
they
fix
might
them.
try to change them or, help them.
Yeah, that always works.
There was always women that tried to fix me, and they always wound up very, very upset. Because I would play along, too. I'd be like, yeah, I think I am doing better. No more meth for me.
I think I've had enough.
You're different than the other 4 women that have done this same pattern.
So that was your drug of choice?
Yeah. And I met my wife when I was 4 months sober, and I was still homeless when I met her. And I was like, but at that point I was like couch surfing, So like technically I didn't have a house, but I was working it out, and yeah. And I was honest with her though. I didn't, a lot of times I wouldn't tell him. Because I'd be at the bar, it'd be last call, and I'd be, scanning the room, being like, any takers? Look how big I am, because women like that.
Sure.
And, man, it was sad because it wasn't a thing. It wasn't just about, like, sex. It was like, man, I had, like, a roof fetish, I'd be like, oh, God. Let's go, man.
Well, good for you. God bless you, Sam, and we're certainly proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourself for all the work you've done.
I am. It's been 15 years.
Oh, that's great.
June 10th will be 16 years sober. So,
yeah.
Would you bring a suitcase over to their house from the bar? Or?
No, I didn't really have. I had a backpack, but usually I'd stash my stuff at like the campsite or in my car. I lived in a car for a while. I lived in a Chevy Celebrity, which I always thought was kind of
nice.
Some irony there.
Yeah, some irony there.
I see. We're talking with comedian Sam Miller. Once again, Sam's at Steve's Hot Dogs, St. Louis, Missouri tonight, and then Thursday through Saturday at Four Shays in Wichita, Kansas. Let's get back to the news desk if we missed anything.
An animal sanctuary in Rhode Island threw a birthday party for their 17-year-old duck.
Is that right?
Yes, according to the Newport Buzz, staff and volunteers at West Place Animal Sanctuary organized the birthday bash for Erna, a rescued cresting Peking duck.
Oh, Peking duck.
Delicious.
Corn sauce.
Isn't Peking duck after you've cooked it?
No, that's the type of duck it is.
It is?
Yeah, it's not the dish.
Oh.
I'm with Tom.
I always thought Peking duck was the dish.
Yeah.
No,
okay,
that's old for a duck.
That is.
I would have thought so too.
I don't know what the life expectancy is, but festivities included artwork, decorations, heartfelt songs, and a birthday cake adorned with Ernest's favorite treat, blueberries.
Is that right?
Sweet.
That is like an old duck thing. It's like, blueberries, quack.
Duck stuffed with blueberries.
The event was also streamed live on social media. Wendy Taylor, the sanctuary's founder and director, said...
And town lunatic.
Since the inception of West Place in 2007, Erna has been a constant source of inspiration and joy.
Inspiration.
She's a duck.
There goes my hero.
Though the ducks typically live 8 to 12 years, Erna has beaten the odds.
Oh, my gosh. Have you seen this picture of her?
No, does she look old?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
She looks...
That looks like an old lady that lives in my neighborhood.
It looks like if an old lady were a duck.
Yes.
Or vice versa.
She has this sort of Harpo Marx hair thing going.
And clearly blind.
She looks like a cataract or something.
Missing parts of her beak.
Cataract to hell. Look at that.
She is missing a chunk of her beak.
Yes. It's in constant pain. Please,
that's a tough
humans,
old duck.
Stop being selfless. Put that duck down.
No, she's fine.
Wring that duck's neck.
Yes.
Have you seen that? Here's a picture with the cake. Oh, look there. There's duck, goose.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you
that
believe
poor duck?
That's so sad.
Hey, why does Erna keep trying to walk into the highway? It wants to.
What are you laughing at? Duck, 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 goose.
No, duck, duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose.
It's a famous game, kids. Well, thanks, Erna. I'm glad you're doing okay.
How do you get down from a duck, Tom?
You don't. You get down from a sheep.
Nope, a goose.
Ace, how did they pay for this big party for a duck?
Put it on the bill.
Thank you very much.
There you go. That's how.
He knocks him down, folks.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's not enough, Tom. I need more.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
What?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Not coming up right now.
Okay, if you insist.
Yeah.
I had things to say, but fine.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Tom, you always wanted to learn more about me. Here's something. I actually own a racing snail.
Whoa!
Ace, you own a racing snail?
Yeah, I took the shell off of him because I thought it'd make it faster. But to me, it's a little sluggish now.
Oh, boy. A little sluggish since the
slug life
shell's been removed.
Was that worth it?
Yeah.
If you're a little sluggish out there, maybe it's because you have some discomfort in your back, hip, or knees. Segway King!
Yeah!
Well, orange insoles may just be your answer. In fact, it was the answer for Roger from Missouri. He says, I've worked construction for 40 years. My lower back and feet have always felt painful from hard work. After buying countless pairs of work boots over the years, zero help from them. Orange insoles have finally cured my pains. Thank you, Bob and Tom Show, he means Josh Arnold, for turning me on to this wonderful product. Well, you're very welcome, Roger. Glad it helped you. Maybe it'll help you as well if you work on your feet all day like Roger. Boy, you read something like that. I've worked construction for 40 years. You go, there's a man. Mm-hmm. Have I ever been a man one day in my life? Orange insoles offer arch support and a deep cup to properly support your heel, your feet, and therefore your whole body, helping to alleviate that pain and discomfort you may have. Think of a table, my friends. If it's wobbly, it's because it doesn't have the proper support. You may be experiencing a very similar thing. And these are great for all kinds of footwear. As Roger said, they're perfect for his work boots. They're good for sneakers, dress shoes, you name it. Find the right fit for you when you go to orangeinsoles.com and fill out their insole quiz. You answer a few questions, they'll get you hooked up with the exact size and depth of arch you need. And there's no cutting required for these. These insoles are true to size. Head to orangeinsoles.com today for free shipping. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day We Want You to Be Happy guarantee, so there's nothing to lose by giving them a shot. That's orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more.
Thank you very much, Orange Insoles. We're coming right back, hanging out with comedian Sam Miller. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Yeah, you are. Hey, Kostaki, Mark Allison with you, rolling through.
Here's what people don't understand
go
about
on.
the Bob and Tom Show. I get to be the official greeter of our guests.
Great.
And I believe we do have a guest waiting in the green room.
Sure.
And I would like to greet officially our guest,
Well, that's Jim Gaffigan.
Hi, how are you, Christy Lee?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's so nice
It is
to
great to
see
be
you.
here.
Not set up or anything.
Do you know
Wow, are you
that-
on you got your own reality show?
I do. It's called Nobody Really Cares What Christy Lee Does Behind the Scenes, but we're going to show it to him anyway. Thank you, Jim. It's so good to see you.
Okay, let's move. Let's show people what you eat back here, Christy.
Oh, well, my favorite thing is right over here. This is called chocolate-covered raisins, or I call Nirvana.
Sure, have a.
And you know what's great is the way that's set up is like there's tons of hands going in there.
Yes.
And so hands are usually covered with feces. So.
He's absolutely right.
So now you're going to ruin my favorite
Enjoy.
snack in the green room?
The treat. There used to be soup here in the morning. What happened to the soup? There used to be different things.
He retired.
Or does it come at like 9 or
He
something?
retired. So now we have to eat things that look like feces. So that's it.
Or is it kind of...
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
We're
ready if you are, Chick. Do you want to?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, wait a minute. I have a question. Are we just going to do this right in front of everybody?
And Doctor, I assume you just go in with one finger. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta warn you, Joyce left the lube in her car last night.
Oh, it should be good and cold.
Funny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You know, it's always cold lube.
Why don't they? Yeah, they should use a warming lube.
Sarah, start playing the violin.
So we can't hear the screams.
Right. You know the theme from Deliverance?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay,
you do the play-by-play.
Okay, here we go. Oh, boy. It's 3rd and goal. Hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that's with 8 seconds left. They had to stop play, look at the review, but then due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point of that rule? They didn't get another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a 4th down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only comes on, he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother...
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Bouncy Hair's here. There's Pat Godwin and Josh. Hey, son Chick. Tom, how about this special guest we got in here, huh?
Big man. He's a big man.
All right.
Sam Miller was a man, just a big man. He was big and large and huge.
big and large and huge.
He was so big we had to say it twice.
I like that song.
Do you think you could talk to him about him without mentioning the word large or big in any way?
Well, this is radio.
I know that.
I think people need to understand what's happening here.
I think they do by now.
You know,
what if they're just joining us?
Just now,
that's how radio works. There's thousands of people that just tuned this station in, and thank you.
Big, really big.
At least once a day, somebody will always tell me they'll be like, wow, or like I'll stand too close to somebody and they'll be like, whoa, and they feel it because there's like gravity. Like it pulls them in a little bit.
You're 370?
I'm huge. And I was thinking about this. When I started comedy, I was driving a 2003 Kia Spectra. Like, that's the car that I was driving to go to all these gigs. And it was way too small. It was very small. I would fart and my ears would pop. That's how small it was.
What a big vehicle you see.
That is a small car.
I would imagine the effluent from your posteriors potent.
I liked the car, but it was always coming out of alignment. That was the other thing. And it was always pulling to the left, and I'd take it into the shop. And then it turns out that's just the side I was sitting on.
Yeah, sure. But your size is not necessarily relevant to your comedy, but I just wanted to point that out to people. And we do have a very nice photograph of your tattoo, which we have posted.
See, it's still kind of crusty. It hasn't really healed yet.
It looks fine in the photo.
Good, okay.
It's the Capitol Theater's
marquee.
It's beautiful. And
I love my hometown of Olympia, Washington. Means so much to me. I am not a Seattle comedian. I'm not a Portland comedian. I'm an Olympia comedian, and that town was there when I was down and out, and I celebrate my recovery with that town.
Oh, how about that?
I love Olympia. Very nice.
That's very nice. Well, now we have a couple of weird stories. Did I give you the one about the Marilyn Monroe crypt?
I think so. Let me see. I think that was Monday. Let me look at my Monday.
You mean
stack.
the Marilyn Monroe crypt?
I said Marilyn Monroe.
No, you said Marilyn Monroe.
I thought she was a vice lord. I didn't know she was a crip.
Yeah. Well, when she was active in the gang scene, that she was a...
Good Lord.
Have you met Marilyn
What an amazing
yet?
lady.
Well, you think you're badass? You can whip Marilyn. You can join the gang.
I can't find it, but what about the cicada story? Okay.
Who did you find hotter, Marilyn Monroe or Mamie Van Doren? It was sort of the smuttier Marilyn Monroe.
I liked the Mamie. Marilyn Monroe was too weird.
Oh,
that
Mamie Van Doren was taller, as I remember.
A burial crypt near the final resting place of Marilyn Monroe has sold for $195,000 at auction.
Wow! So somebody just wants to be near.
Well, this is the famous Hugh Hefner thing. Remember how he? Yeah.
Is that a thing, or is that just like a legend?
He's near her. I don't think he's necessarily on top of her.
But he requested to be.
Yeah, he bought it. This says Beverly Hills tech investor Anthony Jabin said he always dreamt of being next to Monroe.
I am Anthony Jabin.
The space is also close to the crypt of Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, who bought the vault in 1992.
All right.
She's in a crypt in Los Angeles. By the way, along with the crypt space, Mr. Jabin purchased a swimming suit that belonged to Marilyn, as well as Hugh Hefner's old bed.
Oh, this guy.
And he other notable items sold at the auction included a pink silk Pucci dress, $325,000.
I wear it, yeah.
A used Elizabeth Arden lipstick belonging to Marilyn sold for $65,000.
I put that in my butt, yeah. It's not used.
And then
right in your butt.
Hugh Hefner's one of his famous smoking jackets went for $13,000. That included a pair of slippers, pajamas, and a tobacco pipe.
I've inseminated all of those, yeah.
Well, I would imagine it stopped smoking by now. Don't you think?
Do you know who she was married to, Marilyn?
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Joe DiMaggio.
I don't.
He's not buried there. He's somewhere on the grounds.
Oh, because he's Mr. Coffee.
Who knew that besides any 97-year-old out there?
Yeah, it was amazingly awful.
I just can't imagine, like, the last thing I do before I die is just be a creep. Just be like, listen, one more for old times.
Oh, see, I'm going super creep before I die.
That's what you do,
yeah.
It's all coming out.
Yes.
I mean,
do you think, does her tombstone say Norma Jean, or does it say Marilyn Monroe, or both?
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah.
How do you know, you weirdo?
There's a
looking at a picture.
Marilyn Monroe.
What do you suppose someone would pay for them to pull out the drawer and open up the casket.
Oh, jeez.
Man. I bet someone has, and I bet there's quite a little cottage industry that's growing up around this
Don't
man.
say that.
That's
and if you've got
fascinating.
$500, he'll do the same for you.
That's a wild story.
I bet you anything.
Wouldn't you watch a movie about a guy who worked at a celebrity, like one of those, what's the big Hollywood cemetery?
We've got to sit down and write this movie, Josh.
And he charges people he will open up things.
And we just call it Maryland.
Oh. Whoa.
That's a great premise for a movie.
That is.
Yes.
And there's the famous joke,
Oh.
I can't really tell the joke. It involves.
You'll never get the smell out of the casket?
No, the one, no thanks, I'll eat it here.
Yeah.
The autopsy joke, yeah.
That's served cold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we didn't have to tell it.
You see, she was married to Joe DiMaggio, the great baseball player. He famously sent roses to the grave every day, right?
Yeah, every week.
Now, was she also married to
Arthur Miller?
Yes.
They did get married.
They were,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there was a third, right? That was really, well, the Kennedys, they weren't married, of course, but.
No, but I think she was married 3 times.
I feel like it was a third, but.
She always kept.
That poor woman.
Artie, cheer up, baby. Cheer up.
Wasn't it Butch Patrick of the Munsters?
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, thank you.
I wouldn't trust that. You can put anybody in a crypt and be like, oh, yeah, that's Marilyn Monroe.
That's true,
and it's
yeah.
just Susan. You're like, because once they're dead.
Nobody's looking, really, yeah.
Oh, somebody named James Doherty from 1942 to 1946.
The first one?
That's the first guy.
But again, this guy's paid almost $200,000 just to be dead next to him.
Oh, yeah, she had to be like 20, 21.
That's just weird.
Holy
It is weird.
Maybe he just wants the foot traffic. Maybe it has nothing to do with her.
He just wants the runoff.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, you took my picture in front of Marilyn's mausoleum. Hey, let's go over here to Mr. Jabim, whatever the hell the guy's name
You want
is.
to be in the strip mall next to Applebee's or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good foot traffic.
Like, I've always thought about vaping.
It's about real estate.
Yeah, I get it.
I have instructed them. I want to be high on a hill, and I want them to have the urinal right built in.
Well, where will the dance floor go?
It funnels right.
Yeah, the dance floor is on the other side.
Okay. All right. Don't forget about the dance floor.
Thank you very much. That is a great premise for a movie.
That's a hell of a thing. The guy who, and I think he's fairly normal. He just found a way to make money.
What do I have to say to have this copywritten so we can work on it so nobody else steals it?
Well, the old thing would be you write out a treatment and you mail it to yourself. And the post mark would count in court. I don't know if that's still how.
Man.
Do we have a notary here?
Just write it down and put a little C with the circle.
Yeah. I think that's legal. Yeah, it's legally binding.
Yeah.
And Your Honor, a guy who was in prison told me I could do this, okay? This is valid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
A lot of prisoners study law, don't they? Make that their thing?
Yeah.
Got to do something.
Yeah.
We have, let's see, we did the birthday duck.
We did. Do you want to hear about the cicadas?
Oh, sure. What do you got?
Experts say cicadas are one of nature's most unusual creatures, with a urine stream that puts elephants to shame.
Whoa. What?
And an STD that turns them into zombies.
Oh, we've heard about the zombie cicadas.
But I mean, this is another movie premise.
Oh, boy.
The bugs extract fluid from tree roots using a pump in their heads, allowing them to feed
pump my head.
for more than a decade underground. After sucking up all the fluid, they expel it with force.
Yeah, they do. Squirters.
The insects are the strongest urinators in the animal kingdom.
That's right. We're number one.
I don't know.
With a flow greater than humans and elephants.
No kidding.
That's like per capita, though.
The bugs are also being ravaged.
You're correct, except you've used the wrong word. Proportionally.
Proportionally.
Yes. They are the
bugs
golden showers of the animal kingdom.
If I was at a row of urinals with 2 cicadas on each side of me, I guarantee that I'd be peeing under.
Oh, you could pee them off the urinal.
I might turn and
take that.
Go to war.
However, if you were standing next to someone with a vast knowledge of science, you could just saddle up to the urinal and go, man, I got to whiz like a cicada.
Yeah.
Then he'd go, that's impressive.
How droll.
The bugs are also being ravaged by a sexually transmitted disease that turns them into zombies. Entomologist John Cooley explained that the fungus causes their genitalia to fall off, but it doesn't kill them, allowing infected individuals to spread the disease through sex.
Do they still pee
how
hard?
do you have...
Yeah, without a wiener?
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, scientist. Do you still pee hard without a wiener?
Not just that. How do you get a sexually transmitted disease with no
Yeah,
genitals?
how are you... You just rubbing? Yeah.
The STD makes the
dry hump?
genitals fall off.
Right, but they're saying they're still able to spread it before or after.
Well, they're probably just going to town and nothing's happening. It's like dry hump.
Dry humping,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
well,
like when two Ken dolls go at it. Nothing, no
Is that
real
what you
penetration.
did?
It's just
You ever make your Ken dolls go at it? Oh, yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
nobody gayer than my two Ken dolls.
Not you, not me, but my Ken dolls are
yeah,
very
real,
gay.
yeah. Fellas.
So zombie cicadas. That's another movie.
Yeah, they also said that while the bugs are like the Walking Dead, and the birds that eat them experience hallucinatory effects from the fungus.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Sign me up.
And this is going to be a big year for the cicadas because they've got two strains.
Are they as big as my hand?
No. They're like a big fat grasshopper.
Your thumb.
Bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bigger.
About the
Really?
size of your thumb.
I have a friend of mine who's literally traveling, I think, somewhere in the Midwest to see it.
To hang out.
I guess that they're very loud, aren't
Very.
Yeah.
It'll be more than 100 decibels. And
Yeah.
There'll be trillions of them.
It's bad.
And they're two different strains,
Miserable.
and they're both prime numbers, but the two strains won't be around together again for 200 plus years.
I like them. I think it's always fascinating and cool. They don't bother me. They're
Really?
Yeah.
I like them now more, now that I know they pee so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I stand out my front yard, piss.
yeah.
They stop making them sound so cool.
Is there a video somewhere of you and Chick shaking a tree?
Yeah, I feel like I invented something. It did not take off. I thought it was going to be the next social media craze.
Cicada challenge.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you have to stand under the tree.
So
and shake it.
gross.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the big year.
No, it wasn't.
This is the big year. This is the 17. And there's one place somewhere in Illinois where both strains will be present at the same time.
Yeah.
Awful.
And you can cook them and eat them, and you will be assigned to do that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, you don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to
want
do that.
I don't think I would mind it. I mean, I'll do it. Can I dip them in chocolate or something?
Oh, hey, now you're talking. And hollow them out and fill them up with caramel?
But how do we not know that they're not carrying the STD? You're going to have hallucinatory effects.
Yeah, I'm not eating it.
I don't want to be a zombie.
They're going to be peeing in our mouths real hard.
I don't know. We
Shut up,
shrimp,
Josh. Hold still.
Right?
Right? Shrimp are good.
They're
I love
sea
shrimp,
bugs.
and those are bugs.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Shrimp really are just sea cicadas.
Yeah, they were
Cicadas, if you will.
delicious.
I don't think shrimp pee, though. I think it comes out of their skin.
I think we've established the fact that in the animal kingdom, the cicada puts the P in MVP. They are the
Seems like you're
greatest
a
peers.
cicada urine denier, is what it seems like.
They're out there.
Oh, yeah.
Sad, really.
Yeah, no, so we've got NASA saying it's okay to eat during the eclipse.
Yeah, that there's no radiation that is going to penetrate your snacks during the eclipse, you idiots.
Wow.
You idiot.
I'm not messing around, though.
No, why take the risk?
Like, I'm not big conspiracy guy. Like, I don't think the earth is flat, but I don't think it's as round as other people think. I'm a oval earther.
Yeah.
You're going halfway?
It's like an egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so good.
You're couching your bets. I don't mind that. Yeah.
I got a friend of mine who is like a flat earther. He was going through some hard stuff, and he told me about it. Like, he's telling me, and I was like fascinated. And like, I'm pretty gullible, so like at the end of our conversation, I'm in my car, and I'm like, and I was like, nah.
Yes.
It's round.
But sometimes they do kind of convince you for
Yeah,
like
he'll
a
be
half a
like-
minute.
I'd be like, we were on the street, and he's like, look at the road. Like, do you see it curve? And I'm like, not really. It just goes around the corner. Really.
See?
Yeah.
Very nice. Good to know. Now, coming up later on this week, this show will be coming to you from West Virginia's special event Friday morning. Looking forward to that, and a special event Friday evening that will feature, among others, so let's see, it'll be Pat Godwin, it'll be Josh Arnold, Willie G., Jeff Oskey. Christy and I will be your hosts for a big event that evening at the theater in the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. Special edition of the show that morning with Duke Tomato and the Brass to Mouth Horns. Speaking of on the road, St. Louis, Missouri's Steve's Hot Dogs does comedy on Wednesday nights, and tonight it'll be Sam Miller, and then some great shows this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Vorshay's Wichita, Kansas, with the big man himself.
Hey,
He is Sam Miller. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. It can be easy to ignore our social battery and spread ourselves too thin. Social gatherings picking up right now in the spring, but maybe you need to get your socialization stuff fixed up in your head. It's a good time to recharge, a good time to think about therapy. And a good way to do therapy, of course, is through BetterHelp, because they're making it so much easier to access therapy. It's all about taking a little quiz of sorts and being matched with one of more than 35,000 therapists, and the therapy itself is done online. So it's significantly easier. It's obviously it saves a lot of time. You don't have to get in your car, drive across town, et cetera, because the therapy itself is performed online. It can be done via like a Zoom call, or it can be done like a phone call, or even texting back and forth. See what I'm talking about and find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get 10% off your first month. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. When we come back, it's history time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Giant, because a colleague of mine, Tony Robbins, wrote Awaken the Giant Within, Bob. And if we have time, I'd like to explain the difference between me and Tony Robbins, one of the most successful.
I'd love to know.
Oh, a couple $1 million?
Well, no, not really. You know, Tony Robbins wrote a book, as you know, called Awaken the Giant Within. Sold over 20 million copies. And in this book, Christy, Mr. Robbins postulates, that means theorizes, that everyone has a giant within them just waiting to break out and do fabulous things. Well, I think that's a crock of, you know what I mean. I think if you feel you have a giant within you, you're probably constipated.
Yeah.
Yeah. My new book, Meet Me in the Middle, is an answer to Zig Ziglar's See You at the Top. See, I think we are our own worst enemy, and the sooner that people realize that in the success world, we are our own worst enemy. Our middle name should be Versus. I don't believe, and I think Chick would agree with this, success is not something we reach as a final destination. Success is like an illness, isn't it? We have bouts of success, episodes of success, and then we fall down and flounder some more. And my book shows you how to take advantage of those times you do succeed and parlay those up. And there's a reason why I'm able to drive a 1987 Cadillac Fleetwood. I have 3 cars, 2 of which are running.
Now, good luck. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Bates.
Thank God.
I ain't on break yet, so I got to get off before I get in trouble. But, Chick, we got you on speaker. The guys here at work are wanting you to do Jodie Foster talking about the electric knife.
What kind of knife did you use, Dr. Lecter? Was it an electric knife, Dr. Lecter? I could hear the lambs, Dr. Lecter.
This is one of your best impressions. I think this rivals your...
Which one?
Your Jimmy Stewart.
Oh.
And now Jimmy Stewart talks to Jodie Foster.
What agent? What was her name in that?
Starling.
Agent Starling. Do you see a rabbit? I don't, Dr. Stewart.
And this has been.
Can you do? Can you do her doing Nell?
Dr. Xavier.
I can do that. Chickapay.
Jody. Get in the car, Jody. Please get in the car.
It's not Jody. It's...
Oh, yeah.
No.
See, that's why I couldn't be an actor in a movie. I'd call them by their real names.
Clarice.
Cut!
Oh, Clarice, will you change my diaper?
Oh, God.
I made a boom boom.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom. It's time
Time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom. Smack Tom. Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
And we smack Tom. Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I Know I'm Not Gonna Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I Know I'm Not Gonna Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I Know I'm Not Gonna Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Most of us have had pretty nice lives, and if we were to sing the blues about our life, it wouldn't be very bluesy, now would it? It goes something like this. I've got a buttload of money. I've never wanted a single thing in my entire life. Oh my goodness, I'm hurting. Can you feel my pain? Yeah. Went to an Ivy League college and my parents paid for the whole damn thing. I drive a Beamer and I got a completely faithful wife. She knows what side of the bread is buttered on because she's always been a gold-digging whore. I got a full dental plan. Mutual funds out my ass. I don't give a crap about the homeless because they don't live in my neighborhood. Now, do they? It's a gated community. I think not. That's not the blues. So what I did.
Yes. Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Date right on that one. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Chick. How are you?
Good. You know what time it is?
It's time to say hello to our guest and goodbye to our guest. He is comedian Sam Miller. I can see him right there. He's going to be working tonight at the hot dog place, Steve's Hot Dogs, to be precise. And it'll be a special event in St. Louis this evening. Then Wichita's Vorshay's coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got our big show Friday night in West Virginia. Looking forward to that. But right now.
And Friday morning.
That's right.
The radio show.
Yeah, we got a special little treat for everybody who shows up. I'll tell you about that later.
It's a poster.
It's a surprise.
Pickles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chick McGee will be providing free money to those that.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Offer will not be on.
Time now for
Today in History.
This is one of those things that's
Here's Tom.
much more famous than it really should be.
April 3rd, In history, what year do we land on Tom? Let's spin the wheel.
1860.
1860. President Lincoln had 5 years to live.
That's helpful.
Sobering.
The Pony Express makes its debut in 1860.
Is that right?
It's only around about a year.
Yeah, but it was the precursor for all
communication.
Yes, it was important.
The horses and the things.
It was great. You had mail when there was a big load of road apples on your porch. Well, mail must be here.
Mail's here.
For God's sake.
Wait, that's not how you know if mail's at your house these days? My mailman takes a huge dump on my driveway whenever I have something.
Okay, we'll do this one in quiz form.
Oh, good.
1882, Jesse James is killed by Mr.
I know.
Go ahead.
Oh, Bobby Ford.
Bobby Ford.
The coward.
I was way off.
Robert Ford.
The coward Robert Ford.
To say Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Yeah, you were off.
He was.
He was.
Robert Ford, incredibly tough.
That's not true.
He was Ford tough.
He stunk up.
Built. So they got
Jesse James turned his back.
Got the motto.
Shot him in the back.
All right. Let's see. TV Guide published for the first time in the state in 1952.
Wow. Not so many listings back then.
Yeah, it was 1 page long. It was more of a flyer.
Are they still? Do they exist anymore?
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
What is it? Is it the size of a dictionary each week?
You know, there are people that collect every issue.
The format's bigger, but it used to be like a.
All right.
Do you collect? You collect TV Guides?
I used to the previews for the upcoming shows. For the
summer preview, the fall preview. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Doris Day.
Oh, old Calamity Jane.
Yeah, whatever will be, will be.
She had a torrid affair with Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
And
I would imagine she got tested
true.
at some point.
She had a torrid affair with Frank Langella, according to his book.
Hollywood wanted us to think Rock Hudson and Doris. Yeah.
I didn't think Rock Hudson.
He did.
Again,
joke. They made a bunch of bad movies.
His name is Rock? I thought it was Brock with a B.
No, it was Rock Hudson, yeah.
Rock. Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who Marilyn Monroe was, and now you don't know who Rock Hudson
is. I know who Marilyn Monroe was.
Yes.
Well, I can't believe you want to dig her up and look at her. That's perverse.
I know a guy who will open the crypt for you.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
$500.
Marlon Brando, born in this state in 1924.
Give me a shove.
He should have been a magician instead of an actor.
Why is that?
The name. The Great Brando, the Magnificent. Doesn't it sound like more of a... No? Okay.
According to Slipknot, you can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. Just so you know. Look it up.
What?
That's a song?
Slipknot's a lyric. You can't see California without Marlon Brando's
So they
eyes.
just totally...
That's meaningless.
It means everything.
No,
they stole Betty Davis' eyes and made Marlon Brando's eyes.
Sure.
Co-opted maybe a little bit. Yeah.
It's meaningless.
It is absolutely not meaningless. It's an important message.
What does it mean?
It
Dreams,
just suggests
vision,
that, in order to have the correct aspirations, you must follow the greatest.
It's about perspective.
It absolutely. Thank you very much, Sam Miller.
It's about bad writing.
I had to say a smart thing before I left.
You keep trying. Got a few more minutes.
Kick his ass, Sam.
Happy birthday, Wayne Newton.
Wayno.
The Fig.
Yeah.
The cookie doors.
Did you see that they closed down the Flamingo? Speaking of Vegas.
They did, yeah.
Have they imploded it yet?
Tropicana, sorry. The Tropicana.
The Flamingo didn't have a leg to stand on.
They imploded the Tropicana. Orange juice went everywhere.
Oh. They're imploding it, I think, in October.
Comedy, folks.
They officially closed it.
Very nice.
Thanks for getting the actual facts.
Sorry.
Nice comment.
1958, happy birthday, Alec Baldwin. But when that guy shoots a movie, he shoots a movie. Oh, I'm sorry. It was my fault.
Mother died.
I hired the hack person to handle the weapons.
I don't think he was in charge.
David Hyde Pierce.
Okay.
Who I can't believe chose not to come back to the reboot of Frasier.
That's odd.
Well,
what's going on with that?
He didn't like a salad
I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
He ate scrambled eggs.
Maybe he got tired of being the guy who used to be on Frasier.
Maybe he didn't want to, be pushed around by people he worked for all that time.
The door's open.
Hit that door, pal.
Happy birthday, Paris Jackson.
Okay.
Miss Jackson.
No.
If you're not.
Well, yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
That's Michael
That's her
Jackson's
aunt.
kid.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
What?
I mean,
That's her aunt.
Is that Michael Jackson's biological child?
Oldest daughter.
I don't know.
What about Blanket? Isn't
He's
Blanket
the
in there
youngest one.
somewhere?
I can't.
Is Blanket finally an age in which Michael would have been attracted to?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. He wasn't a monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, doors open. Okay, pal. Doors open.
Okay, got it. We learned a lot on today's show.
Blanket. That guy named his kid Blanket.
Yes, he did.
Why wasn't the child immediately taken away?
He was probably cold when he named
You know,
it.
initially it's because he's baby Blanket.
Yeah.
Michael, you can't have kids.
Kid could have been called Space Heater.
Friday morning, we're in Charleston, West Virginia, broadcasting live. And then Friday night, it's a comedy show in Charleston. Solar eclipse coming up Monday. Tom reminds you, don't forget, it could be cloudy. You could be gearing yourself up for a massive...
You keep saying I'm saying that. I'm not saying that.
We talked about hot dog water for...
soda water.
Didn't seem...
Talked about comedian groupies.
Somebody faked a shark attack on...
Comedian groupies, actually, Josh, called waitresses.
Oh, there you go.
Boy, no.
Comedy club. Did you ever do that?
That's a bad move. Yeah, don't do that.
You know why that's a bad move, Sam?
Because you won't be invited back.
No, you'll be invited back, but they're going to pay you the same money because they know you want to come back to get a hold of Zelda again.
Somebody faked a shark attack on some Cam Soda.
Cam Soda?
A pornographic actress allegedly faked a shark attack to get hits.
Powerball jackpot's over $1 billion. Tom, you going to play?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Arnold already has his eclipse glasses.
That's right.
And Tom, remind you, be aware of pickpockets during the eclipse.
Yeah,
that's going to be a huge story next Tuesday. Huge. Probably the lead story in the International News.
See you next Tuesday.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.